in my life. Today, we are having a lot of conversations, a lot of conversations about modern women, independent women, working women, domestic women. Let's take it a little bit back. How were these women feeling? Was it because of modern times? So you got modern women. Had they been birthed by the people in railway? Had they been birthed so much by Pooky and railway? And because of where they come from, they never saw or they only can imagine or dreamt about a high value. Maybe they thought it out of existence and maybe it was usual who they would still have it. Or maybe they think that the closest way of getting to a high value man is they're looking at a high value woman. Maybe they don't think that a high value man is just looking for somebody to take care of later. But somewhere down the line, we must admit that a lot of things that have changed from ideas where we were born, where we live, and what were the type of men around where we live. Now, some have grown up, got successful, and now they have become high value men or men that is good enough. And then we have our regular men who can just working hard forever and just don't get any credit at all. And then women are being looked over also. The Pooky and Ray, the Pooky and Ray help create modern women because a lot of Pooky and Ray left a lot of single mothers out there who are not taking credit for it. So these ladies got to eat. And not every woman wants any assistance as what people want. A lot of women started to work. A lot of women became independent. A lot of women became left behind by men. And they're taking what happened with Pooky and Ray and transferring it over to the men who just want a good submissive woman. But how do you promote submissive if you never seen it? How do we promote it? How do you tell them the truth and nothing but the truth? What they never seen it. You've been the captain of your own ship for so long. And sometimes it's hard to let somebody else steer your ship, if you know what I mean. Well, we're going to take a look at the Pooky railway makers help create modern railway. The Pooky are the Pooky railway. People like, well, you should look for a Pooky railway. As I explained, it all depends on where you're from. Where you're from. There's some women that from good places, good areas, and they still choose Pooky railway. What is it about Pooky railway that makes it better for them, but messing up for other men in our relationship with a good woman and a good man? The Pooky and Ray play more part of this than as you may not want to think about it, but these women You can always say you picked them. This is true. Can't deny that. But let's check out this video.
To die. When we look at society, it's a damn shame that as black men in 2021, we're out here creating single mothers, but have the nerve to be online complaining about them. I don't know if the modern black man ever finished school, but let me help him to understand what he's doing. You see, black man, the black woman cannot get pregnant without your seed. A lot of black men love to say that women are the ones who pretty much are the ones who give men access. But the truth is, it takes a seed to get a woman pregnant. You see, as a man, we make the conscious decision to lay with a woman. So even if that woman get pregnant and choose to bring the baby to term, you planted your seed, therefore you are responsible. It's sad how most black men today are unable to be accountable for their actions. They're sleeping around with multiple women, but then they complain that our women are thoughts and hoes. But these very same men don't have a problem getting their sexual fulfillment from these very same women. Black men complain on social media that women have so many different options in terms of contraceptives and different things they can use to prevent pregnancies. But the greatest contraceptive of all is you not getting a woman pregnant at all. The modern black man is evil. He needs to repent of his sins. And it's going to take other black men to rise up and begin to call out the BS. When I look through these YouTube streets, there are no quality men that are standing up for righteousness, except the few. The majority of black men are out here running amok, seeing how many women they can pump and dump, seeing how many women they can smash and dash, never holding themselves accountable, and have the nerve to talk about a woman's body count. Men complain and complain all day about women. Every problem we have, it's a woman's fault, never a man's fault. But yet, every single night of a week, black men are out here impregnating women, leaving them with babies. There are so many women today that are broken because they've encountered a black man who promised her the world, promised her that he would be there and he would never leave her nor forsake her. But once she got pregnant, he was out. When will toxic black men take accountability for creating single mothers? When will these men rise to the occasion and begin to use wisdom before they deal with women? Why is it that so many black men refuse to hold themselves accountable for anything going on within the community?
So now we have hurt people hurting people that's now going to hurt more people. See, we can't get up to the truth stage and the raw truth. I think we do need a little therapy, women. I think we do need therapy, men. Because we can't sit up there and bash people unless we get to the root of the problem. And sometimes the root of the problem does not come from the household. We got to stop blaming mommies and daddies for every single thing. Everything. Sometimes it's just your kids found the wrong man or the wrong woman. Now let's go.
Why are countless black men ignoring their own wrongdoing? Look at all of the women walking around with babies in strollers with no husband. And we'll bash the woman. We'll say she's no good and she need to make better choices in men, but it's you men impregnating them. You know, in the Bible, there was a woman who was caught in the very act of adultery. And the Bible says that the men in that land brought the woman out to be stoned to death according to the law. And they brought the woman out to the Messiah, said, "Master, we found this woman caught in the very act of adultery. She should be stoned according to the law." And what's interesting about this story is that
Hey, foot soldier.
the men of the city ignored the fact that there was a man with her. Instead, they protected their brother and brought the woman out to be judged and stoned. Isn't that the same way black men are on social media? They bring the women out to be stoned while protecting their brothers. But when we look at that story, the Messiah wasn't foolish. He noticed that the woman was there alone. And he probably thought to himself, how hypocritical are these men? To claim that this woman was caught in the act of adultery, yet they only brought forth the woman. Why? They didn't bring forth the man. Because the man was one of their buddies. And they didn't want to expose their own friend to the judgment seats, to the fire. But the Messiah said unto them, "He who is without sin among you, cast the first stone." And all of the men, being convicted in their heart, knew that they were hypocrites. They knew that they themselves were intimate with the very same woman. And from the elder to the least to the younger, they all dropped their stones and walked away. The Messiah said unto the woman, "Where is thine accusers?" All the men scattered. You wonder why? Because they knew that they were hypocrites. They knew that they done evil with the same woman. The same woman they were trying to stone to death for being caught in the act of adultery, those very same men were intimate with her too. And what's sad about this is they brought her forth to be judged and stoned. Just like you brothers are out here stoning our women every damn day, crucifying them publicly, bashing them publicly, impregnating them, then have the nerve to judge them. You hypocrite, full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. You talk a good talk.
Now remember, this is about the Pookies and Ray Rays who make these women pregnant or contribute. I ain't gonna say make them pregnant. They contribute in making the woman pregnant because the woman plays her part. And then you have the nerve to talk about them. So where does that take society? What type of woman now does she become? She got two choices. She's going to become a modern woman, the one that you talk about, who doesn't know how to be submissive, who's going to be independent, or she's going to succumb and live a negative life. She's going to either turn into her mother or she's going to turn into the area that is around her. She might get pregnant again. This video is not for people who got it together. This video was just showing you, out of all this talking and stuff that we do now, it starts somewhere. It started somewhere. Modern women started somewhere. Independent women started somewhere. Mothers telling their children and their daughters to be independent started somewhere. Telling your kids to get an education, your daughters to get an education, started somewhere. We want to get to the mothers should never have told their daughters that. We want to say mothers should have raised their daughters. But when a mother has been independent, what else is you going to teach your daughter? What else is you going to teach your son? You're not teaching them how to be wise. Nobody wife them. So you're going to teach them to get their education, get the best out of life. Where did all of this conversation start? But we got to learn to stop the bashing. And we got to have a little understanding within our own people. Within our own people, we need to start having some understanding and get the conversation going.
But when we look at your life, you're a demon, a very wicked individual, very satanic. There's none righteous among you, brothers. You're a sad excuse of a man. You're a disgrace to mankind, and the Most High is not pleased with you. You laugh, you make fun of the righteous, but you will have your part in the lake of fire and brimstone. You will have your day of judgment for all the women you've broken, for all the souls you destroyed, for all the babies you brought forth in the world that have no father. You, black man, will be held accountable one way or the other. You can run, you can hide, you can move to a different state. It doesn't matter. The Most High will find you out, and you will repay. will be judged accordingly. But by the measure that you judge these women, brothers, you will be judged yourself. For none of you brothers are wifing up these sisters, but they're all turning up pregnant. You talk about single mothers all day, but what are you doing when it comes to sexual relations? Who are you intimate with, black man? What are you doing behind closed doors? Why is it that you have not wifed up none of these women, but complain about them when you're using them for sexual gratification? You wicked serpent. A lot of times I've been hearing over the years that the white man is the devil. But what I've learned through my study is that the black man is the devil. The black man is the only man on earth that renounces his own women. The black man is the only man on earth that denies his own children. A black man is the only man on earth that will lay with 1,000 women and not take none of them as a wife. What a shame. What a shame that we are the chosen people of the Most High, yet our men are the most wicked. What a shame to be an Israelite, knowing that all of my brothers are satanic. We have so many women out here with soul ties to different men. So many women out here with high body counts because every man they encounter never settle down with them. What are men doing today but impregnating women? And you don't want none of these women to bring these babies to term because you're afraid of child support. Well, if you're afraid of child support, you should be afraid to lay with women. A lot of black men claim that they're using protection. They claim that they're using condoms. Well, if that's the case, how is it that all of these sisters are turning up pregnant? We all know that the average black man raw dog every woman he deal with. This is why a lot of black men travel around to different states, to different countries all around the world, laying up with various women, leaving a trail of bodies and a trail of babies. Then the government has to come in to help. Rather than the black man being the leader of his household, taking care of his family and his women, the government have to come in and be the father of your children. The government have to come in and give your woman housing. The government have to come in and give your woman and children health benefits. Because you're not there. Because you're an absentee father. You are a disgrace, black man. You are an embarrassment to the community. You buy the flyest car, but you buy your children nothing. You dress the flyest, but your children are hungry. What a shame. All of these ladies impregnated by men, and then they're bashed on YouTube by content creators who have taken the red pill. So many different content creators bashing women, crucifying women, stoning them in the public. Don't deal with single mothers, they say. They're horrible. They're baggage. You don't want to become a stepdaddy. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Well, who are you having sex with, black man? What woman are you using? What woman are you violating? What woman are you taking advantage of that you will not make your wife? You talk about body count. How many women have you increased their body count? How many women have you impregnated and don't even know? How many children do you really have in this world, black man? How many? So many of our sisters are walking around lost because they have no man to protect them, no husband. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, men are telling them they would never be able to find a husband because of their body count and the children they have. Wow. So now they're unable to attain the husband because you brothers have destroyed their souls, increased their body count, filled them up with babies, and now they got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids by 5 different men. And because of that, her chances of securing a husband is very low because of you. You cannot blame black women for what you men have done to them. You could talk all day about her opening her legs, but you were the one who opened them. You were the one who went inside. You were the one who made deposits. You were the one who impregnated her. And you left her. Left her to fend for herself. Left her to figure it out. You did this, black man. And you will pay. You see, somebody have to hold you accountable for your actions. Might as well it be me. You see, here on Black Male Advice TV, we're not like other content creators. We actually believe in holding black men accountable for their actions. Throughout the years, black men have abandoned their role as a husband. They abandoned their role as a father. They refuse to submit to the will of the Most High. They refuse to guide and protect their women. They refuse to wife up the sisters they deal with. Instead, they took a vow to Satan to serve him as their master and savior. And this is why most of our brothers are very satanic, and they will all be in the lake of fire and brimstone. Make no mistake about it, brothers. You will be in the lake of fire and brimstone for failing to provide for your women, for failing to take care of your sisters, for failing to be men of the Most High, men of standard, men of good character, righteous men who deal with their women according to the word of the Most High. And you wonder why your women don't respect you. You wonder why when these women have these babies, they don't love or take care of them. It's because they hate the men that impregnated them. You're the one who make these women crazy. You're the one who make these women violent. You brothers are the ones who do this. That's right. You really think that our women are just out of control because they're just out of control? No. Our women are wicked and out of control because black men are wicked and out of control. It was the Most High who commanded the black man to guard the garden. It was listen, it was the Most High who instructed you, brothers, to guard the garden and keep out intruders. Why?
Alien blood. If you're not a Pooky or you're not a Ray Ray, then this is not crazy. This is about Pooky and Ray Ray creating single mothers. Please stay on topic. We gotta get to the beginning of where all this mess is coming from. So again, you can come and talk up when this is finished. But this particular segment is about Pooky and Ray Ray and how negligent they are. So if you got something to say it about Pooky and Ray Ray. Thank you. And how you doing, Alien Blood? Good to see you.
You let Satan in. Satan didn't have access till you gave him access to your women. You wondering why Eve spoke to the serpent? Because her husband was not there to protect her. Her husband was busy sleeping. Just like you brothers are asleep in the matrix on your red pill nonsense. While you sit there arguing and complaining about women, this whole world is going to the lake of fire. While you complaining and talking about a woman and her baby count and how much her body count and how much baby she got and she's a single mom and all this madness, the Most High is waiting for you to lead the people to the promised land. You wonder why you're on the bottom. You're wondering why society don't respect you. You're wondering why no matter what your profession is, no matter what field you're in, no matter what your name or status is as a black man, you will always be looked upon as an N-word to the system. Because no one respects a man that is not a family man. When a man deserts his family, he is not a man. Do you understand me? A man that provides not for his own household is worse than an infidel. How dare we as men poke our head up high and think that we are so special when we're leading our women to hell? So many women are walking astray. So many women have taken a hand with Satan because of us. This is a spiritual war. And as black men, we have failed. Look at our women.
Deadbeat dads.
Look at the image of our women.
Not black fathers.
Look at how our women are on social media.
Deadbeats.
You don't see women of the other nations doing what they're doing. Our women are scantily clad and promiscuous and wilding out because we as men are not leading them. Instead, we enable them. We enable them with all of our actions. Rather than us teaching our women righteousness, rather than our men teach our women to become wives, we teach them how to be whores. Rather than our men guide our women from their wickedness, we encourage them to stay. you know how many black men have women that are on OnlyFans taking off their clothes and their men have no problem because it pays the bills? Do you know how many black men have women that are on Instagram half naked, knowing that men are lusting after their women, but they don't care because it pays the bills? Shame on you, brothers, who not only impregnate and leave our women, but you also enable them to live an ungodly life, an unrepentant life, knowing that they're going to go to the lake of fire. Shame on the black man for not being responsible, or not holding himself accountable for why his woman is in the position she's in. Even during slavery, you didn't protect the black woman. Even during slavery, you didn't die for the black woman. You were a coward then, and you're a coward now. Somebody got to tell you, you are a coward, black man. Because even though the Most High punished us and threw us into slavery, even though he put us in bondage for our disobedience, even though he gave us the just recompense for our actions, you were still held accountable to protect your women, and you failed. You were supposed to die for your woman even during slavery, and instead you became a coward. Instead, you turned a blind eye and you allowed the enemy to destroy your family.
Alien blood, come on up, because
and even till today, the enemy has accomplished his greatest wish to destroy the black family. And now, as black men, you are anti-marriage, anti-children, anti-love. What else is there for our people? Look at what's going on social media. Black men are saying they don't even believe in love. Black men are saying turn from marriage and go single and become a free agent. Black men are saying, I don't want a wife. Black men are proud to say that they're single and have no children. If that is where we are going, then we will have no generational wealth. If that is how we think as black men, then how will we overcome? If that is how we are as a man in this society, who will be there to guide our women? Where is the army amongst black men? We are a very, very hypocritical people, a very stiff-necked people. And this is why, black man, the Most High is going to judge you far worse than he will the other nations. Some of you brothers believe because you're Israelites that somehow he will have mercy upon you. I'm here to tell you that the Most High is going to judge the black man far worse than any of the other nations. Because you, black man, are the original man. From you, all other people came forth. And for you to degrade your own women, who are the ones who birth your seed, you are an embarrassment to humanity. Oh, we're holding you accountable, black man. We're holding you accountable because it seemed like all of these sisters that was once single and had no children, now they're single mothers. Why are black men creating single mothers, then complaining about them? Why are black men having sex with the daughters of Zion, and leaving them to fend for themselves. Leaving.
If the shoe don't fit, then it does not belong to you. If it don't comply, it don't fly. This video is about Pooky and Ray Ray, who are having all these contributing, because like I said earlier, women have control of their bodies also. These are about the black men that are contributing to making these mothers single mothers. So is that a possibility? Did they play a role in making these women modern women? Did they play a role in making these women independent? Did they play a role in having women that are not submissive, if you want to call it submissive? That is what the topic is about. Everybody plays a role in people's lives. You can't tell me you're from a certain community and then act like you don't know the surroundings and what went down in the community. Some make it out, some don't. And the ones that do make it out, they are already independent. When they had to be independent to make it out. There had to be a modern woman or a modern man to make it out. A lot of them made it out off of the strength of their mothers and their fathers working really hard night and day to get them an education just to get it out. You have a lot of men who do not even give thanks.
The black woman.
Who don't even give thanks to their parents. How did you think you made it out? How? Something was done that was right. You may think that it was wrong, but you made it out. Ain't none of us was born in no Beverly Hills. We went to Beverly Hills. Our children may have been born in Beverly Hills or predominant good areas, but we wasn't born in them. We had to make it there. We had to make it there. Hey, Caroline. Hey, sweetie.
And to die, leaving the black woman to cry, leaving the black woman in agony in the hospital as she give birth to your seed, and you're nowhere to be found, and her family is wondering where's the father, and she's there by herself, and the baby is born and daddy is nowhere around.
Hey, Dwayne.
Shame on you,
Dwayne.
man. Shame on you. You wicked brothers. And you have the nerve to be content creators? You have the nerve to talk? When you're constantly embarrassing your women and degrading them every chance you get because you're angry at your own mom. Don't be mad at these sisters because your mother was a whore. Don't be mad at these sisters because you had a deadbeat dad that wasn't there for you. It would be in your best interest to be a better man.
As I told you before, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Now, we've seen a lot of people and the women this and the women that, and the women this and the women that. That started from somewhere. And the men this, the men that, the men this, the men that. That started from somewhere. It all has an origin. And we're not even going to, we could take it back to slavery, but we're not even going to take it back to slavery. But you got to ask your people go, well, my grandmama and grandpapa was married for blah, blah, blah. We don't know about his outside kids. We don't know why grandma stayed. We don't know why grandpa stayed. We don't even know if it was a shotgun wedding. A lot of things we don't know. But what we do know is we have generation on top of generation on top of generation that does not come from two family households. And the ones that come from two family households, are they happy? Were they happy? Or did they just grow old together? We speak to each other with no love. We talk about each other with no love. We the only people that do that. I get a lot of terrible mail. I get terrible, 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 terrible mail. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was a big girl. Then they had the audacity to make a video talking about, I'm gonna think I'm gonna show that one. Black women, if they wait is the problem. Our weight is the problem in the community. Nobody never said, hey, does that person take medicine? Is that person on steroids? Does that person have thyroid problems? Is that person depressed? It's a lot of different things that make a person big, not just a cheeseburger, not just ice cream, cake, and cookies. But nobody wants to take the time to just talk and understand one another. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody got the answers to somebody else's life. Everybody got the answers. And they call it the truth. How do you have the truth to somebody else's life? How do you have the truth? I mean, you may be right in some things. You could be right in a lot of things, but it's not everything you say is not the truth. Now, if y'all want women to be a little bit more submissive or be more mothers, it's a way you go about doing it. Because we have been create me a new heart. So I can amen. 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 Amen, Dwayne. Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. You can use the heart that you have, but it takes you wanting to open it up. You got to open it up and get, what's that old saying? Get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way. And women, you have to learn, even if it doesn't agree with you. We done had so much girl talk before, and most of our men, a lot of females more friend with men than women. And then you hear all the doggish stuff they do. So you got women who's calling men dogs. Then your homies, all you see them doing is dog women out. So when another type of man speak, we don't hear them. Sometimes we gotta hear them out. Not just about men hearing women out. Women gotta hear men out too. We don't have to pounce on them, and they don't have to pounce on us, and we don't have to pounce on them. We don't. It's like and it's not about criticism, because you can't criticize anybody. After you say what you say, they're gonna go right back on what they like. But Thank you for saying what you had to say, but you do know it went into one ear and out the other. But we're so quick to pouncing on each other, and you still not proving a point. You're not proving any point because you don't. On social media, you don't know anybody personally. Anyway, we're gonna let this finish out, and we're gonna get to the next one. The weather is terrible. So yes, y'all got. It's one of these days you got me all day, cause the weather is terrible, terrible.
Than your deadbeat father. Rise up, black man. Repent of your evil ways. No longer go out here abusing the daughters of Zion for your own sexual pleasures. Instead, make your pleasure the word of the Most High. For you are the true biblical Israelites. And as men, we must build ourselves up in the truth. We must understand our righteous calling. We must understand that we're here for a divine purpose. And the Most High is waiting for you to turn from your wicked ways. So turn, black man. Turn from your wicked ways and repent today. No longer serve Satan. No longer will you abuse your women. No longer will you take pleasure in leaving them with babies. But instead, you black man will rise up to become fathers, leaders, protectors of your people. The Most High is calling his men to rise up. But even though this mandate has been expressed, many of you brothers will remain as you are. And you will have your part in the lake of fire and brimstone. Think about that, black man. Will toxic black men ever take accountability for creating single mothers? Will you ever take accountability, black man? Will you take accountability for all the women you impregnate? Will you look in the mirror? Will you judge your heart? Will you point the finger at yourself?
Hey, stranger.
Good afternoon. How you doing today, everybody?
Use her.
How you doing, Sugar Love?
I missed you.
Am I okay on your platform this afternoon?
Of course, I missed you. What you been up to?
Nothing much. I just want to, since you was on the topic, I just want to, address it, and help you with that situation based on my, my undertaking and where I become and where I'm at, and to enlighten people, to a degree. Like I said, sometimes I send you literature and stuff, but I undertake that because I want to be better where I'm at 50. Like I said, I want to be redundant where I'm at 55, and it's just like your past experience, and when you look at the Bible and he discusses about he created everything good. Nothing he created when he said that this is good. See, good went bad. See, if a man is not equipped in understanding what he's been through, he damaged the woman. And then if the woman gonna get help, it manifests and it gets worse. See, and like I said, if hypothetically speaking, like I was trying to talk to you, and if I'm in a good place in my life and the understanding and stuff, and you're not, then it's not going to be a good relationship. It's not going to be a good. I'm just on my past experience. I don't hold nothing accountable against my sisters because I understand that because I was like that too. Like I was on your platform before and discussed that. But you have to identify what it is, resolve it, and get better so you have a productive and a positive lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? See, I stay by myself, Sugar Love, and my business sustained me, and that's what I gravitate to and become better in my work. But that's just my work. That's not who I am. That's what you just make a living with. But who you are as a person, your characteristics of who you are and how you do things and how you treat that woman and stuff. So whoever you are, you bring to that relationship, and it speaks to its value in itself, and when and what you see, and if I have a bad disposition, I'm gonna treat that woman a bad position because I don't understand myself or what I've been through. I process and understand what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been in a whole bunch of multitude of different homes and stuff and gravitate to them. So learn the difference. And most of the African American women, they've been through so much. And I explained that with my lady friend, and she come at me sideways. A friend of mine, I ain't gonna say lady because I've known her for years and stuff, but she has issues and stuff like we all do. But if you don't resolve them, it's going to constantly be an issue. So when you go to have a relationship, you take that to a relationship. That makes sense?
Absolutely. You always make sense.
So like I said,
but let me ask you a question.
Before I was here, I was just speaking how I feel, but I didn't know if my other siblings get on this page and they'll come at me because I'm comfortable with it, but they might not be with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful that nobody said nothing to me, and it's just like I was just searching because, like I said, I disregard my cable because I feel like I go on the internet, I take in what I want to take in. You know what I'm saying? Because on TV you pay these prices, these cable bills, and they play the repetitions, the same thing over and over again. So it's just like when I go online, if I want to see Sugar Love, I go over there if they got the program going. If I want to see this or this, and I gravitate to my sisters because if I can get on this platform and discuss, and I'm brutally honest with myself because you can't lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself, you can't better yourself, and that's where the courage comes in. At they got a serenity prayer. God gave me serenity to accept the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah, right there. And like I said, and that's why I kind of gravitate to. Cause I listen to your programs. Let me see what this sister talking about. I listen to Sister G, but I kind of gravitate to you because it was something about your aura I liked about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I donated. But like I said, I gamble a lot. In my business, and I do stuff. Like I said, I've been successful over the. I've done, but I took a hit because of what I didn't understand love, and it was just like, man, I was like. You have to conform to love. In the Bible, he teaches that. Jesus Christ, he always talk about love, love, love. Treat you, and I respect people and love people because of it's just that's how it's supposed to be. You acknowledge one another and appreciate one another. And like I said, and I'm over here with my brothers and sisters, and I'm gonna speak. If when I'm here, if you ask me up, if you want the truth, you're gonna get the truth from me. I don't have no reason to lie about nothing. I just tell you how it is. And like I said, when you're brutally honest and people, it'll help other individuals to understand that, you're not alone. I was listening to you just now, yeah, hurt people. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, you can't hold them accountable. In your heart, you got to learn how to forgive,
Hold on, Dwayne. Okay, Alien Blood. You listen to Sister G. Why as a man?
Hey, boss lady.
That's because, hey, Queen, that's because he's a man and he could listen to whomever he chooses to listen to. But if he would like to answer the question himself, he can.
I can hear you, but I can't. It's kind of low. I don't know what I did here.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you.
I was just reading one of the comments that was to you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I did something here. It's not the same like the first time I was here. It was pretty clear, It was pretty clear, but I can hear you kind of vivid,
You can hear me better now?
Yeah, it's a little better. But the past time I was here, when me, you, and Boss Lady was here, it was excellent, but I could still hear you to a certain degree. It's not as loud, but I just when you got
sometimes
it up when we was talking about the subject, it just got in my spirit, so I had to get on here and say something. It was all
no,
right that you was asking.
sometimes it's the Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's always something. But the young fella said, "You listen to Cynthia G. Why as a man?" And I explained to him that because you are a grown man and you can listen to what you choose to listen to. But if you would like to address it, you can.
Well, like I said, the reason why, like I said, when you
Because I
scroll
listen
through the
to her
YouTube
too.
and you see, I don't mean to cut you off because, like I said, I can't really tell because I can hear you saying, but I want to be rude and just cut in on you. But it was just like when I listened to Cynthia G, I saw the picture there, I saw Sugar Love picture there. So I'm listening, seeing the conversation, to gather information for my opinion, how women view black men, how women, because everything she's coming at the brother and not understanding and her hurtness. Instead of word talking about the problem, let's try to fix it. Because if you keep it's never, it don't go nowhere until we address the issue. Just like if you're obese, well, how did you change it? Well, you got to quit eating this, you got to exercise, you got to address the issue and eat properly, and then it's a process. Everything is a process. So I was over there Cynthia G to see what she was saying, and I was, so this is where I'm at Sugar Love's house. So I like her commentary of what she's about, what she's embodying. I don't want to be, over here, and I'm a black man, but it don't bother me because I'm in a stable place. But sometimes it gets so toxic that it's annoying that you just don't want to hear it all the time because I can't fix it. Because when I go out in the public, I'm still got to address the issues because of what they put out there, like that little commercial. I mean, the advertisement of Little Nas, a black man being a young black man having a being having a baby. It's just like, you promote that. You don't see a white guy up there on that platform with with a baby stuck out of his stomach. Come on, but they target the black community. You know what I'm saying? That's my perception. I don't, that's how I view it. Everybody got a different opinion, you know what I'm saying? But that's where I see it. It's just, it perturbs me and have me feeling awkward in a certain situation, you know what I'm saying? Because when people look at it as a whole, because you're going to be judged as a whole, you know what I'm saying? When stuff go on, it's the black people, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why I was over there at Cynthia G's. It's just like, I'm just gathering information to make my own assessment on what it is. See what this lady come from. Listen, I don't mean per se, like Samuel, like the what's the name, that, like I told Cynthia, I like his commentary, but you know how he come off. The guys she been having on her lately, the African American guys talking about Kevin Samuels. Well, I think is that Kevin Samuels. Hello, am I still here?
Hello, Bentley. How are you? Hello.
Tony, can you hear me? Anybody?
Hello, Bentley. How are
Hello.
you?
Yeah, I was on mute. I was on mute. My bad. Hello. Can you hear me?
You can speak your piece, boss lady. Hold it down.
Okay. Yeah, I just confused by the title. I mean, like, I do agree as far as like it's black men that are impregnating women, being from the inner cities. That's stuff that happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, just like it's women that put babies on dudes, it's dudes that they taking condoms off, all different types of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Um, but we have to have black women have to take some accountability, like because I do know this is going on, and I'm not disagreeing that it's toxic black men impregnating black women. What I will say is those guys that I'm referring to that live a life of like live life like that, you know what I'm saying, on the edge, taking condoms off, having unprotected sex, coming in women, those men, they're not like, they're more so the bad boys. So like, for instance, what I've seen, at least in my where I'm from, a lot of the females, they was dating the thugs. Now a lot of the thugs done washed away. They in prison, dead. Now those same women, they got about 2 to 3 kids. Now they looking to find a dude that was really trying to talk to them when they didn't have kids, and now they have these babies by these guys that really weren't good men, but they chose them. Now, I agree with you on the premise. Some of these brothers out here, they out here just impregnating women, believing that if they get them pregnant, the woman is going to stay with them. I'm not going to deny any of those underhanded tactics that some black men use, but we got to have some accountability on our sisters, because can't no black man force somebody to
Real.
have a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different uh, forms of birth control. Like I said,
Can't
the
hear
man
you.
has his responsibility, the woman has her responsibility. But who are these women picking these toxic people? Because the brothers I grew up with, I got 5 friends that I call my real deal brothers. They don't have kids. They make about 80 to one. The lowest is 80,000. The highest is 150,000. They have no kids. You see what I'm saying? And they have witnessed the same exact stuff I'm saying to you. So I'm not, it's just one of those things to where, that's what it is.
Okay,
I
Bentley.
overheard. I'm sorry,
Let me ask you, where are you from? Not where you live. Where you from?
Indiana.
You from Indiana all your life?
Yeah,
All right. So what type of area you grew up in?
Fort Wayne,
No,
inner
no, no.
city.
In inner city. So what did you see growing up? Not what you see now.
Well,
What did you see growing up?
what I seen growing up was guys that were quote unquote good guys. They weren't getting none. So they
You just
what they did was, because they figured out that the good guys wasn't good. I seen a lot of guys become quote unquote thugs, start selling weed,
so you seen
because
the
that was
Pookies and Ray Rays, right?
no. I seen the Pookies and Ray Rays already
But
getting the girls. Then I seen the
Pookie
guys
and Ray Rays are also thug addicts too.
but listen though. This is what's going on in the community now.
No,
So
but
I
I'm
can
saying
I'm
you
trying to,
said,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
no, I'm gonna
Yes,
let you
yes, I
finish,
agree.
but you said that you didn't understand the video.
No,
So,
no, no. No, I was talking about the brother when he was. I heard a little bit of him talking about how
oh,
he watched Cynthia G. No, no, I understand the video about Pookie
but
and
you
Ray
can't.
Ray's.
Yeah, but you can't come and ask somebody why they watch something. That's not
I
nice.
didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him that.
Oh,
That was
okay.
somebody in the comment section. That was somebody in the comment section. But either way, I mean, you can't ask somebody why they watch something. He gave a good answer, because as a black man, you do want to know what black women are thinking, saying about you. So it he answered it correctly. So it's nothing wrong with that. But I hear what you're saying too. But that's difference between men and women though. Like I'm not, what I'm saying? Like that wasn't like, I hear what you're saying, but like it was just like he knew how to answer that, because he wants to actually learn. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I came here, so I could learn. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
I have my opinions and I've seen things, and what I was trying to share to you about what's going on now in the black community, because being a good guy, being smart isn't cool. We have an influx. I don't do that type of stuff, but it was at least it was an influx of guys, and now I believe it's an influx of guys still that are not thugs, but they are acting like Pookie and Ray Ray's to get girls because girls don't know the difference. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's guys that even have lowered their kind of like how they behave so they could get girls. I have a friend that I'm not even lying to you. He goes to the hood and he says he's fresh out the joint. And he has about 4 different women per week. All he does is say he's fresh out of prison.
I don't know how you don't think we know, but boss lady, go ahead, cause my phone is just ringing. So that's why I'm sorry. I had to go backwards a little bit on you, Bentley, because my phone is ringing, and I thought you said you
It's
didn't
okay.
understand what I was talking about in the video, but what you're saying, I love it. I love it. I love the us going back and forth. Boss lady, where you at?
So you got these guys. So you say you got a friend that goes around
You said,
pretending
Ron,
like.
you talking to me still?
Can you hear me?
No, boss lady holding it down while I'm on the phone.
Okay.
Can you hear me,
Well,
Tony?
so have you seen what I'm talking about? About like guys that aren't really thugs, but they play that role like they're thugs to get girls. Have you seen that more recently in the years coming?
I've never seen it ever.
What? You need to get people on the some more a different perspective,
Can you
younger
hear me,
people,
Tony?
because I'm telling you that's what's going on now. Because nobody's giving the good guys love. A
What is
lot of the
wrong with
good
it?
guys have adopted the characteristics. Maybe
Um,
dress in a
let
certain
me
way.
let me just say one thing, okay? Then I got to
Yeah.
get back to my phone call. A lot of
Okay.
times, y'all make a blanket statement without asking, do I talk to young folks? Am I around young folks? Or do I know anything about young folks? You just automatically said you need more young folks. Now I'm
I mean,
telling
if you ain't never seen somebody, these young kids lying, acting like thugs now to get girls,
but you
that's why I said make that statement.
no, but yeah, you made a blanket statement, not knowing that I done had 900 young folks youth come through me. I'm around them every. That's what I do. That's what I do, and I see how they interact with the other you. I sit back, I observe.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
Okay.
ask, so when you ask me a question, I say I've never seen it, and then one tried to act like it, they got their curtail pulled because
Yeah, that's not.
when you still in the hood, maybe that's somebody who came into a new hood, and nobody didn't know nothing about them. That could be possible. Nobody don't know me. Let me go to this new hood and just say I'm from jail. But you can't do that in your hood or the hood surrounding you where people know you. It's not happening.
If people haven't seen you in a while, you can do that. I promise you.
They
I'm
know
not
your
lying
family.
to you.
No, I'm not. I never called you. You asked me, have I ever seen
Really?
it?
I know. That's
Right,
just how we talk. That's how we talk where
right.
I'm from.
But
Like, I
I
mean, you know what I'm saying?
I know people know your mama, they know your aunt, they know your uncle.
Yeah.
It's a small world. Like I said, I know it can happen. I agree with you there. I know it can happen. I seen men try it, but I've never seen it work. But boss lady or truly,
Well, like in my hood, where
Okay.
I'm
I
from,
can see that's I can accept that because everybody might not have had the same experience as me.
and
But yeah, I'm
the
100%.
hood where I'm
What's
from,
going on
if a
is
person gets out of jail
black
and
men do need to take
I don't know if
accountability,
he can
but
hear me.
who needs to take? Let me ask you a question. This is a better question. Who needs to take accountability first?
Men take accountability for
There is no
themselves.
first.
Hello.
There's no first. Everybody has to take accountability for themselves. There's no first.
mm, mm.
Exactly. And if men are going to be
Did you
taking
hear
that
me?
responsibility of the household, then men should take responsibility for themselves.
Who would you say need to take accountability first? Because
and
I know
take
black men need to do better,
responsibility
of
of
course.
their
But who's getting pregnant?
who's getting pregnant.
Can you not hear us?
No, I gotta add him back. Sorry, guys. His stuff went out. Okay, you
Okay.
back, Bentley?
Yeah, I'm back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so I believe that the men need to take responsibility of the family like they're supposed to be head of the family. Now, women are not just getting pregnant out of the clear blue sky. You know, somebody's getting them pregnant, and it's both responsibility once the woman is pregnant. But as far as the responsibility of getting a woman pregnant, it is both people responsibility.
Okay.
Go ahead, Truly. Truly.
Truly, I kind of agree with Truly because at the end of the day, when you leave this planet Earth and you're gonna meet your maker is not gonna say to you, well, when he speak upon you, he ain't gonna say, well, being that the woman didn't take responsibility, you know, what you did in life is okay. You be judged. I believe that you are truly judged. Are you in or out, truly? Okay,
She
true.
said she'd be back in a second.
No, she's back. Okay, oh gosh, she's becoming like you. She's in twice. You spoiling these people, boss lady. Yeah, but I truly believe that in life you're accountable for yourself and your own actions. You got your own book that you're recording everything that you do. You understand what I'm saying, Bentley?
Yeah, I do.
I'm not gonna take because if a man did something wrong, that's just like when people do you dirty in life. You have a choice to say, I'm gonna get that ninja back, or you know what, karma's gonna come for him.
Yeah, you have that choice.
And then
But
a
what
lot.
I
Go ahead, sir.
what see, I 100% agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? I protect myself, so I understand what you're saying. Like, it's not like I'm not. It is the guy's fault if he gets somebody pregnant, but we gotta and let until we
It
start
takes it take
allowing
two to
men to
tango. It take two to tango. I
until
never. Okay.
listen though, please. Of course, it take two to tango, but if it take two to tango, then why don't men have the ability to suggest that they want a termination? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's the move, but what I'm saying is we can't act like men have equal rights. We don't. So women have more responsibility in that pregnancy stage. Now, when a baby's here and guys do horrible jobs and not be fathers, that is horrible. That's disgusting. Of course, like I don't look at a dude. I think you're missing. Like we as men, we good men, we don't look at a guy that got a girl pregnant and then say, man, she ain't shit. We say, man, she made a big mistake. She shouldn't have did that, because at the end of the day, we know that her having that kid is gonna hurt her in the long run. You know how many women I've seen like got great college degrees, lawyers. I mean, even in Atlanta, it was a woman that got killed a lawyer that got killed by a black man. One of them Pookie and Ray Rays. These sisters are choosing thug Negroes. Like that dude was, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. Some of these sisters are choosing thugs. And then when they get older, they want people like me that been working they whole 20s, handling business, to take care of their kids. That's what they really want. So I do feel for them, but whose fault is that? Like, if I listen, let me give a better example. If I let's say I was LeBron James. You Savannah James's friend. I tried to talk to you first though. I wanted to be with you. I just wanted to be. You wanted Pookie and Ray Ray. They got you pregnant. Senior year, you was pregnant. You didn't come back to St. Vincent, St. Mary's. I was on ESPN playing basketball. By the time you realized I was in the NBA, but by the time we was grown. Now you still friends with Savannah, but whose fault is that you didn't get that man? That's your fault. That ain't nobody else's fault but yours, right?
Let me ask you a question. Now you are correct
So,
on.
you answer my question first, though?
I just said you're
I
correct.
want to.
No, I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
I'm gonna let you take it in 1 second. You are
So you
correct
good?
there, right? Now you
Uh-huh.
said something about should a man also have the rights to say he doesn't want a baby, right? Now
Yeah,
now what I would say to that is you've never been pregnant, right?
never.
And do you know that some women really do want to go get a AB, but you will never understand something in her tells her not to do it. It's like a higher calling says keep that baby. And that's one thing you men will never understand. Because
Well,
God,
then
let me
explain this
finish.
then. Explain
'Cause
this then.
let me finish. Because God
My fault.
has
My fault. Sir.
God has other plans. If you believe in a higher power, he has plans for that baby. He told that woman no. I'm not talking about the ones that go on and do it. I'm talking about the ones who, even though it's going to be a struggle, and a struggle might not be with your kids, but see, God believes in generations. While we
Yeah.
believe in a child, God believes in generations. And there's something about that child, the same way it may not come through your child, but it may come through your grandchild or your great grandchild. But he needs that child there to procreate for the generation. So whatever plan that you had, God said, I got other plans. So a lot of men don't understand. A lot of women have got to that table and ran out.
Okay. I'm not saying that's not true. But
Okay.
in that same breath though, you know what I'm saying? Like those women that are committing the act of AB, how they not getting
I didn't like
that
because God works through who he wants to work through. He have generations what whoever he has plans for whoever he choose. Whoever who
right.
he choose, he chooses. He chooses. Like you got some women never had sex before on their first time got knocked up.
Yeah, I mean that's rare though.
It's not rare, it's a lot. You just don't hear about it.
I'm saying I mean, so you're saying
Also,
most women that get pregnant, it's their first time having sex? No. Now
No,
I agree that
no,
it
no,
happens.
no,
It
no.
happens,
It
yeah.
it it happens, baby. It happens. But I'm not saying how often
You
that
saying they get pregnant? They don't have the
I
baby
want
though.
to
They
chime
get
in.
pregnant.
okay. After I finish. I'm not saying how often. I'm not saying it's rare. I'm not saying it's not rare. I was just basically saying how God chooses who he want that he got that girl
Okay.
pregnant on the first time. Now truly it's all yours, my love.
So when we talk about accountability, as far as getting pregnant, there's different forms of birth control. We're in 2021. Men can get vasectomies and then get it reversed. If they really don't
Oh,
want to have
she on
children,
mute
they
probably.
can do that. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear, baby.
Okay, I don't know if for some reason you can't hear me. But there is also the option of vasectomies. You can get that reversed if a man doesn't want to have a kid. It's not all on the female. If he really doesn't want to have that, he can do the process himself to make sure it doesn't happen. And also, some women don't even know they were pregnant. When I was pregnant, I didn't
I
know
was
until I was 5
one.
months.
How much?
5 months.
I was 6.5 months, girl, and the blood work told me you ain't having no kid, going home. I said okay. Then he called me back. He said, "Wait, well, let me do a regular check on you." And the next thing you know, 5 doctors came in the room. So that was a meant to be, and I still have my menstrual every single month. Didn't have no
Me
stomach,
too.
no stomach, no nothing, no morning sickness, nothing. You can't tell me how God worked.
I just looked a little bit bloated.
All
That
right.
was it.
So
5 months.
you're so wait. So all right. So I gotta push back on that. So basically, you, that's not normal though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's a rarity. Like I've heard
You
of that. I
better
seen a girl.
YouTube that,
How you
baby.
gonna say it's
They
not
have a
That
normal
don't
when you're
happen
not a
like that though. Like
female?
no. It happens. It happens. No, for sure it happens. But I'm talking about like when I speak on things, it's like I look at it from like, does it happen a lot? Does it happen a little
Yeah, it
bit, or
happens
does
a
it happen
lot. It happens a lot.
seldom? Seldomly. I'm saying like it does happen. I seen it on a lot of shows like I watched growing up, like Maury and stuff. But what I'm saying is this though: why are we not going to the doctor to get checkups? That's what I'm saying.
I did get checkup. Did not just tell me. They kept telling me that I get my checkup. They kept telling me that I was negative, and then I went to my last
But you know
checkup.
that's your case. Your case, you know, most of the times when that situation happens, they just partying, they living life, they not going to get checkups. You know that. Like, come on. We
No,
we we we, we, we
No,
all black
that's
people
not
I
here.
can't.
true.
I can't speak for. No, that's for the women who chooses to party and stuff. We got
But I'm
the
saying that's
right,
what I'm trying to say is those are the stories that we hear about because most of the times those stories come out, they come out on like Maury Povich, and the person's like, oh, I didn't even know I was pregnant. So I'm not discrediting you. You already said you went to go get checkups, so you were being proactive in your situation. I'm talking about when we most of the times hear that same story,
and I'm
it's
still
because
mad.
the woman didn't go to the hospital or get checked up. That's in
No,
most cases.
no, that's not true. Because
All right,
women that
man.
don't know they're pregnant go. A lot of women go to the hospital a lot. A lot of there's just sometimes it just goes undetected.
Yeah, it's called a false negative. It's called a false negative, Bentley.
Okay. I learned something then. All right, cool.
And then
Besides,
But
even by blood, people go, oh, go get the blood. My blood work still came up negative. I don't know if that happened with Truly or not.
you went to go get blood work though. That's what I'm saying.
But that was for
So
everything, not just for
I
knocked up.
went because I thought I had the
you
flu.
still
I
went to
thought
go
I was
get blood
sick.
work. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of black people not going out getting blood work.
And there's also a whole TV show called I Didn't Know I Was
But what I'm
Pregnant. So
I'm
it's
just
not
trying to
that
say this to
real.
y'all. Y'all seem cool. Y'all what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is y'all have to look at it from the guy's standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy, every guy don't think everything what Kevin Samuel says is 100%. They don't. But what the thing is, what a lot of men that I talk to in the streets, what they have said and what they have taken in from things that he said, they said like um they didn't know they were even supposed to, because of how they were raised with their moms. They didn't know what stuff they're supposed to ask
Mm-hmm.
their wife of. So when you say those things, it's so key. The men are supposed to be men, but they messed us up, and what
Mm-hmm.
they did to us in that the 1960s and split up our families, they messed us up. And what we need, I agree with you. Men got to be leaders. We got to step up and do better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it's a lot of brothers standing up and doing right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In the
But
city where
Bentley,
I work right now. Yeah.
you know I'm doing a men's panel, right? Because I believe men need to be heard, right? You're gonna still be heard today, but I'm still inviting you back this week. You can come back all the time you want to, but
Sure.
I don't believe I believe that, and I said it earlier, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. You have a lot of Pookie and Ray Rays that messed up women, and then you
Yeah.
got a lot of women who most of their friends are male friends, which in turn happens to be Pookie and Ray Rays, right?
Facts. But you
So
speaking facts though.
So in return, all we see is we got our friends, our female friends, and then we got the Pookie and Raven. Man, ain't no good. Then we
I
literally
mean,
watching our friends Pookie and Ray Ray's that are no good. So it get to the point that good men don't get heard. Like y'all issues don't get heard because this is what all we've seen. This is the recollection I've came to. So now
what you
I,
said is 100% right.
so I want to open the door up, and I told the women, we got to start listening to these men. We don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree, but we at least got to give them a chance to speak without pouncing on them. And then,
I appreciate that.
like how we speaking now, we're not pouncing on each other. I just talking to a lot because I had phone calls and stuff, so I didn't hear anything that was going on. That's why I said, "Boss lady, hold it down." So, um, if Alien Blood want to come, it's just gonna be y'all men. I want y'all to dialogue
Yeah,
and
I mean, and I want to speak to another brother too, an older brother, to just ask a question, because a lot of the younger brothers, we speak about this and we ask, we like, man, do these older niggas, do they just want us to, sorry, I said the N-word, these older brothers, do they want us to just fail? Do they want us to, like, I don't know.
they
But I
want
look at it and I be,
the same way a lot of women want to be young girls. A lot of these, come on now, you be seeing the senior citizen Pookie and Ray Rays. Come on now,
yeah, for sure. I see them all the time. But
it's
the thing about, all right, there's another thing I gotta say. All right, black women, they standards is too crazy. I watched. Now it's not everybody. Now I can't say that, but some black women standards are too crazy. For instance, I work apps and I make 6 figures and I live in Pennsylvania, right? I live, you know what I'm saying? I live in Pittsburgh actually. So it's you make 100,000 in Pittsburgh, it's pretty good, right? When I talk to females, they see my car, they think I'm doing all types of crazy stuff. I tell them, I say, yeah, I do this A, B, and C. Oh, I can't talk to nobody to do that. Huh? I make 2 times more than a teacher, but because of the title, a lot of black females that got college degrees, they like, oh, I can't date somebody, but I make more than you. And that's what we having problems in the community now too. A couple of my plumber buddies, like, sisters ain't getting taught on what good men are, so they don't know that plumbers make good money. A couple of my plumber buddies, they make in the 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually learning in trade school right now, so I can go over in plumbing. But that's what is going on. It's not no crybaby stuff or nothing like that. Black men want to date they want to date women that look like them. They don't want to be called lames or, oh man, I usually date this type of dude. It's just like, man, you date that type. I'm off you now already. So it's just one of those things, man. We gotta start looking at each other as like it might be my fault. Like I was dating a female recently. We broke up, and we broke up because it's just like, I just look at it like this. A lot of black women, I was raised around black women, so I know black women. So a lot of black women are very, very strong, right? My grandmother was the first principal in you know what I mean, in my city where I'm from. She was the first principal, first female black principal. I mean, so like, strong women are in my family. But the difference I can say from my grandma and then the generations after, that my grandma was the last of the big mama. She died around 05. And if you know about the last of the big mamas, it's crazy. Everybody big mama died around that time, and it seemed like everybody's family went hell in a handbasket.
You are right about that. My big mama was no, she died in the close to the 90s, but it's still yeah.
You know what I mean, though? It's nothing like that big mama love. Like, even though it's nothing like that. She loved her husband. My granddad, it's hard to keep him faithful when they was younger. I mean, this a man that, like, when he died, the nurses was coming in his hospital room, to see what it really was looking like. Because my grandfather, back in the day they had way more testosterone, and he had about 16 inches. So it's hard. So you gotta think about, if he told me, he said, man, it's hard to stay faithful, man. All the women, they want you.
Now, let me ask
So
you a question, Bentley. Do you feel like a high value man or a good man? Or is it, yeah, it's two different things.
what uh I don't really look at myself as a high value man, because I don't I I haven't stepped up to that networking side and like going out meeting people. As well, I'm strictly I just be focused working. So a high value man, in my opinion, is like an opulent brother, like nothing wrong with it, just like a brother that's probably is not too physical, hasn't gotten in too many fights, like nothing wrong with that, but like that's more of a high value man, in my opinion. It's not like a
So,
uh like
so are women, so, because I said that the other day, you know, and they was like, men are supposed to protect, provide, and all this, the other two P's that I'm always missing, right? And
right,
I'm
right.
and I'm like, well, hold up now. I ain't see your hand. I ain't see your hand game yet. How I know you can protect me?
Exactly. And
I'm
most dudes can't fight. Most dudes can't fight, you know what I'm
like,
saying?
hold up now. How you gonna protect? And then most of the time, if you're making money, you're at work a lot. So where does the
Yeah.
protection coming from? Unless you make enough. Truly, you got anything you want to ask him, baby?
No, I'm just a little confused because I don't know what's supposed to happen. Because okay, 1 minute our standards is too low because we deal with the Pookies and Ray Rays, and the next
Truly
our
ain't saying nothing.
why can't he hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah,
Don, can you
I
hear me?
can hear you. I don't know if he can hear you. We can hear you. I think he playing us.
But then it's like our standards is too high because we want too much. But that's not told
I
in
can
any
hear
of
you. I
the
don't know what's
grades.
going on. I can't hear her though. What she said?
Sometimes it gets like that because when because what you call it stepped down because he couldn't hear me. Um Dwayne. So he was having the same problem. So if Dwayne wasn't having a problem first, then I'd be like, okay, Bentley playing us. But that's the same thing Dwayne said. So I guess it picks and choose who it wants to hear. I don't know.
Okay.
So can you please repeat
Okay.
this to him? Because I
Yeah.
don't
What she
understand.
say though? I would like to hear some from
Our standards is low
what
because we
opinions
deal
of
with
what I
Pookies
said.
and Ray Ray. But then again, our standard is too high because we want so much. But yet no other race has to deal with that. When they get pregnant, they get taken care of. They get catered to. But when we want it, it's a problem. And when we don't want it, it's a problem.
Okay, help me with that question so I can respond it to him. If anybody got any questions in the chat, because that question that I said to him about the high value man and the man a good man, that was a question from the chat. Um that's not me asking you all these questions. I'm reading questions from the chat, Bentley.
You good? You good? I'm not tripping on no questions.
Well,
No, no, no.
what Truly said was that we are in a limbo because if we pick the Pookie and Ray Rays, y'all look down on us, and then if we want the higher paying men, we look down on for wanting too much. That's what she
But y'all
said.
don't even want the guys I'm talking about, my guys like myself, that's not no Pookie and Ray Rays. Good brothers, good integrity brothers, help out at the community centers, do good stuff.
That's what she said. She said that if we want the guys like y'all say we want too much.
Nah, it's not that we want too much. It's that if we say, hey, I'm looking to marry you, I need you to stop posting weird pictures online. I need you to stop going to the club with your friends and let's start working on what we're gonna produce as a family, as a household. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black women don't want. They want to. I hear what you're saying, but they'll stop doing that stuff for the Pookie and Ray Rays. But the dudes like us, they be like, oh, no, I ain't finna do that because this, that, and the third. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes like myself, they they not like at the point where they like, all right, man, I'm a work, wait it out. Nah, they like, all right, cool. You ain't trying to do that,
That's
peace. And they think like the person is a bad person, but it's like I can't force you to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to, you want to post pictures online and do. If your our grandmothers weren't doing that stuff, our moms wasn't doing that stuff. So like, let's just think about like I seen online. It's this one lady. She a grandma. She get on TikTok every morning and just get to twerking.
ooh. That's why you gotta call your
Like,
auntie. Call your auntie Sugar up. I tell you how to stop that, right?
There's another thing. I
I'm
don't like
saying,
when
like
you
I
say
don't
stuff
know the
like
woman,
that
but I'm
because
just
they
saying
was doing that.
she got kids. Embarrassment. That's they gotta deal with. They got. I mean, I get.
I'll show you how to stop it.
What's the lady that had the banana skirt on from back
So,
in the day? There was
I
women like
mean,
that. So I don't like when they say that
like I said,
women wasn't like that. Yes, they
I'm
were.
not saying it's all, but come on, it's a lot of brothers out here
Well, we didn't
that
have
these
social
sisters ain't.
media, but we do got a lot of video. We do got a lot of old videos when grandma was getting down, and they did a lot of stuff in the back of that car seat.
I'm saying like they
They
had
did a
they listen
they
they
did a
had their
lot of
little
things at the
blues
movie
halls.
theaters.
Yeah, they had their blues halls, all that shit. Yeah, but this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to explain. It wasn't like was they just doing it out in the open? You could see somebody you go to New York,
Yeah,
you can see a whole. They wasn't listen up. They wasn't doing it out in the open. Like, oh yeah, I see this person doing it because listen. Let me tell you why. It was something called shame back then, and then this is what it is now. You could go on a New York train station and you can find two people having sex.
I seen that.
In
Oops.
fact, in Philadelphia, a woman was raped. I mean, I'm sorry for saying that. I'm sorry for saying
Yeah,
that. She
you
was
got
raped.
that right. Yeah, great.
She was raped. She was raped on a station, and no men stood up. Now, let me tell you why it was no men that stood up. Because all the men are pussies now. You know how many dudes I slapped? Listen, I'm 5'8". You know how many dudes I slapped at 6'4", and they didn't want to fight after I slapped them in their face. I mean, 6'4". These women will want to date these guys.
So you're a good man with hand skills.
I grew up boxing and wrestling. Like,
Oh, so I got to show you the other way around. Get the women, get them to learn how to get you to learn how to shut them up. I'm a woman. I know these things. I know what will shut me up.
but this is what I'm saying though. Like a lot of times females they like that I would talk to. They'll come to my city. They'll be like, oh my god, I didn't like I probably been in like growing up. I played sports. Everybody know me. That's where a lot of the altercations happen on the court. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, just because your demeanor, somebody may think, "Oh, this dude, he watch anime. He lame." But this dude's out here grinding, getting his bag. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things in the world that we have to acknowledge. And what I'm saying is this: black women, they have to at least hear like what y'all doing right now. This is perfect because they have to do this because unless they do that, they're not gonna ever understand. And I'm sure the younger generation women, they're not worrying about that. They're worrying about Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. Look on TikTok. You even in Africa, it's the same thing going on. Black women have a hive
James,
mind.
James, you can always come up and rebuttal.
It's
Now
the
I'm gonna
black women.
Can
have
you ask him if he knows where twerking comes
Go
from?
ahead.
girl. It come from probably the Watusi.
No, I know, but I want to know if he knows that twerking is technically tribal. It's something that we've been doing forever, but now this
You said a
Western
woman from the
society
Tutsi?
makes it
Watusi.
She said
negative.
Or a
she
Tutsi?
was. She said, "Do you know where
It's
twerking
a
come from?"
tribal. It's a tribal. Maybe I got the name wrong, but
I mean, that, listen though.
She wants to know if
African,
you know where twerking come from.
listen, it come from it. What you trying to say twerking is what these African women be doing. It don't be twerking though. They might be shaking their butt, but what is going on now is just, even in Africa, it's just pure twerking. But it's people that do the African twerking type stuff. What you talking about is kind of like it will kind of resembles. It don't kind of resembles if you seen the Afro Brazilians do their little dances. They it's a rhythmic type of thing. It's
yeah.
really nice. It's not really twerking. I don't consider that. That's why I say I don't consider that twerking. It's more like it's more nice. It's more presentable.
No, he's not negative. He's speaking his piece. See, this is what I'm trying to explain to us women. There's nobody on earth is going to say everything we agree with. It's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
But I said it was nice though. You see what I'm saying? Like
No,
but we not in America. We not doing twerk. We just shaking our asses. If what
Dwayne,
black women was if black women
Dwayne,
was
you
twerking
leaving
like
us?
if black women was doing the dances that they doing over in South Africa and Burundi and Rwanda, Ghana,
right.
if they're doing that type of stuff, it would be way more presentable. People couldn't say that because it's like it take talent to do that.
See, most of my, like I said, I don't have Pookie and Ray Ray as friends though. Well, most of my friends are male, so I do hear both sides of the story. Maybe that's why. But I need a day when Alien Blood is free and when Bentley is free, because I'm gonna let them Alien Blood meet Bentley, Bentley meet Alien Blood, and we gonna make
See,
sure. Yeah, that's my boy, and y'all basically y'all have the same type of vibe, same exactly type of vibe. So I think y'all two would be good to headline the men, the men panel, and us women just gonna sit back, let y'all vibe. Let us know the problems. We don't have to agree, but we do need to hear it. And yes, we all can agree to disagree. He said, "Y'all warrior." That's right. Woo woo. But give me a day you free. I'm alien. It could be evening or night, or I ask Bentley if that's okay with him.
yeah, night is cool. Night is cool.
He said night is cool. Alien. So you give me a day and give me a night, because at this particular channel we could talk about problems all day, but nobody's hearing one another. And then we'll have the women panel, and then the women can say their grievances. Then we could do a man and women problem. But let us hear each other out first. We so stuck on what we go through as women, and all the things that we go through.
It probably is bad stuff. You don't listen. I
But this,
feel for y'all.
but
I
it's the
got a
same.
friend.
But it's the same for men. But the thing is, it's the same for men too.
I put more
Y'all got
responsibility on the men though. I put more responsibility on the men and all their actions. That
That's why
that
I
that
chose this video.
You can't do that either. It's the
like
people.
that. So I
Everybody
hear
gotta
what
be
you. That's why I
responsible
like
for
when
themselves.
it's not that
Truly
I
said you
definitely
can't do that either because it's equal.
nah. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, for the person, I grew up playing sports, and if you lose in wrestling, it's your fault. And as a point guard on the basketball court, if you lose, more than likely it was you're the reason they lost because you're the general on the floor, right? So that's how I grew up thinking. So if a man gets a girl pregnant, it's his fault. But I look at it like this because just that's my views. But in the devil's advocate idea of it, they say everybody's equal. So if everybody equal, then the women should understand that this nigga is a bum ass nigga, and she should have never
How
dealt
you
with him.
gonna say he's a bum when you are looking at him as your hero. He's not a bum when you with him and when you admiring him and y'all together. Why would you look at him as a bum?
Okay, but they're not. They all right. They gotta stop. If they not trying to like really build with a brother, which they not, which is cool. They have to understand that it's things that you got concede at points. It's only logic. Like think
But
That
about
goes
this.
both
I want you.
ways. That
do
goes
you
both
mean
ways.
far as was he working and taking care and protecting and all of that? Are you meaning like that, Bentley? Like
You
was
got
he
if you.
working? Like was he working? Was he providing? Was you the queen? Did you get everything that you want?
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying.
What's
I'm
everything?
trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
No, no. Which, but I'm saying when you say you're trying to help me, I'm trying to understand like oh like what you mean because like
The answer to
I'm
her.
talking. You can't everything. Listen, you may not look at things equally. I put more accountability on the person. If it's me in the situation, it's my fault. If it's the dude, that's your fault. If it's my brother, it's your fault, bro. You gotta take more responsibility because at the end of the day, how my grandfather taught me. That's why I said we ain't got the same type of culture. My granddad used to talk to me for hours. Hey man, he talked about how when he was in the Korean War and they was training for the war, he talked about how people would just leave people out in the desert. They wake them up, just kidnap them and just leave them out in the desert. Some of the people in just in basic training never came back. So those are things that I take into everything. Like every step as a man, you gotta look at everything. Like, all right, this can happen, that can happen, that can happen, and this can happen. But the reason for a lot of these dudes being punk ass dudes is because they're like I'm saying, like a lot of black men are cowards. Like for instance, let me give you an example. It's gonna be like probably 2 minutes. That's it. A lot of black men hate Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a boxer who started boxing at 21 because he had a kid. What most black dudes do when they get a kid and they in college and they potential pro basketball players or football players. Sometimes they may keep playing basketball. Some they may go to the streets, try to sell drugs. Deontay Wilder dropped out of college, start working 4 jobs. Ended up his daughter had spina bifida, so she was a sick kid at that. And then at 21, by the time he was 23, got a bronze medal in the Olympics, and then became the heavyweight champion. Defended the title for 10 consecutive times. Only 5 other fighters: Ali, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano, Larry Holmes, and Vladimir Klitschko, the only fighters to ever do that. And Deontay Wilder now. And black men hate him because most black men are cowards, and when they get in those situations, they they bow down. And so I don't disagree with the that's why I say I can't disagree with what you're saying because our society is a bunch of cowards now, and they're not willing to stand up and make a difference. So I feel like I kind of agree with y'all, but at the same time, you got to start looking for those brothers that have that type of character of a Deontay Wilder, and stop thinking like, oh, I gotta get this dude that's selling drugs and he got nice stuff, and you might not get everything you want the first 5 years, but you might get everything you want that if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we don't got that in the community no more.
I'm talking about building, and if you continue to build, I got you, bro, little bro. I like how you and Alien have the we the snipers. We the snipers. You and my man Alien Blood. Y'all have a very good head on your shoulder. I cannot wait for y'all two to talk. If he had time, he could just come say hello right now. I would like for him to at least come up and say hello if he ain't busy, because sometimes I do play Kevin Samuels. That's because if y'all can get something out of him, what the heck am I doing? If y'all can get something out of him, then y'all can get something out of him. If y'all don't agree, then y'all don't agree. But nobody could never say that I don't make this channel accessible to men and women.
Nah, no, 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 no. At first, I ain't gonna cap. I thought you was on some other stuff, like, but I see you got a nice little platform. You say your disagreements, your grievances, cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this sometimes
Oh no,
when you
I'm not
give sometimes when you give Kevin Samuels a little stick because you feel like he's soft, right? I'm
no,
not saying all high value men can't fight. Some high value men can fight. Kevin Samuels got hands. That's just what I heard.
From
So
where?
I'm just saying, like,
Where you heard that from?
that's what
it's
I was getting ready to say.
And hands for who?
hey, he the karate master. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? The combat war. I know a lot of boxers right now. Like, you know what I mean? That's word on the street.
Well, I'm gonna call Wesley Snipes up right now. Like Wesley, handle that.
Well, if I had a choice, I sure the heck wouldn't pick Kevin Samuels to protect me.
Well, we don't know. Like you said, he could probably have hand
I
skills.
would
We
not.
don't know.
I would not.
We don't know. But I'm calling Wesley Snipes. I'm calling Wesley. Hey, you still slaying them dragons and them vampires and stuff? I need you to handle some stuff for me. Young Pharaoh is a fighter. No, we ain't calling Young Pharaoh for nothing.
What?
She joking. You know she joking. You don't see the laugh emoji.
Uh, uh,
he drank all he drank all that Red Bull too. He drank all that Red Bull. But just don't mess with the wrong woman. Don't mess with the wrong people. Because the people who can't fight is the one who usually wins. Because they either going to stab you or pop you. So y'all leave them alone. Leave them scared creatures alone. You don't even see that many fights no more these days.
No, 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 never, never. Niggas don't be fighting no more.
Or he a little bit busy, but he will definitely talk to you another time. But I am so thankful you. Oh, so you've been watching me. Thank you, Bentley.
and forget you, alien. You always talking that I'm too busy stuff. Any other time you be up here.
Though he came the last time when he talked about the old folks, and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. He came up. He came up. He came up. He came up a couple of times when he wasn't in here. But the panel that they're gonna do, and if any more men want to come on in here, we would like to hear what you gotta say. No judgment and speak freely.
So that's what I hear. We say all the stuff, and everybody says the same exact stories.
No, but the difference
But
is
listen
the
though.
difference is a listening ear and not a listening ear. See, when you people say the same stuff and you don't have a listening ear, they just wait. They just want to hear what you say so they can respond. We're not
Mm.
responding.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. After y'all hear it and take it in, how? What if everybody say the same exact stuff? What is it? You know what I'm saying? What is it going to be then? Is it going to be like, well, we're going to
Oh,
change?
we agree to agree, or we agree to disagree. Either
Yeah, but
way.
what if you say something that I can say? You know what? I didn't think about it like that because now I'm not responding.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna be on mute. Me and Boss Lady's gonna be on mute. And truly we're gonna be on mute and y'all men is gonna speak and y'all gonna dialogue. See when men talking
Because
to
you got to think, Cynthia G, she had videos to abort black boys. Come on now.
I did a video
Come
on
on.
that and I called it genocide. So you haven't been watching me that long.
I seen it. I seen it.
I called
And
it
that
genocide.
was trash.
I seen it. I definitely seen it.
But to me everybody has points. I just eat the meat and spit out the bones. Everybody
Do
because
you think?
I
What point would it be to abort specific
I
black
didn't
boys?
say nothing about that video.
Never.
Okay.
Listen, I got a son, and I also said in that video, oh well, if she can't get out that bed, too bad she got rid of that boy who could have helped her. And she got to put that light in there. Oh well, she got to get a ladder. Oh well, she can't climb up that ladder. She done got rid of the main person who could help her. She done got rid of him. I made jokes out of that too. I made jokes out
Okay.
of that too. I just don't do the constant extreme because the extreme is what pays money. I'm not into this for the money. I'm in this for the people. So of course she has to be extreme because extreme pays money. Of course the pills and all of them have to be extreme because that's what pays the money.
Nah, being real pay the money.
No, being real is what we're doing now. Being real
That's what
don't
I'm
pay
saying.
money. Being real don't pay no money.
They
Extreme,
do.
extreme. I'm telling you, no, the extremists pay the money. Because if we wasn't being real, everything you would have said, I would have chopped you up, and everything I would have said, you would have chopped me up. We didn't chop each other up not one time. That's real. And do you see 10,000 people in here? Do you see that the cash app going bling 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 bling? Do you
Not
see?
yet. Not yet. But this type of dialogue and this type of thing, it's what people want to hear. And it's what's going on. So that's my view of a lot of stuff. I don't feel like
You go get them and you bring them over here, okay?
I just feel like the y'all gotta come in this in good faith, man. Y'all gotta hear the brothers out.
Where are they? We want to hear them.
We got two, so we're gonna start with two.
That older gentleman in.
But like he said, I do want to hear something new. I don't want to hear the same regurgitated stuff.
The older gentleman that called earlier.
Oh, he's gonna come back
Dwayne.
in, and he'd be a little busy because he works from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he works from home. But Dwayne, see, and not to mind you, we love our kings up in here. So we love our kings, and we have decided because we've been watching that the functional conscious community. So we have decided as the snipers, because we are snipers here. We have decided we are doctors, we are ministers, we are reverends, because if all of them can name themselves doctor this and reverend that, and none of them ain't went to no school, we have decided to call ourselves doctors,
Yeah.
reverends, and ministers. Hey, they could do it, we could do it too. Shoot. So when we speak to each other, we speak to each other like in them type of manners, and we love our kings up in here, honey.
100. That's what's up, doctor. Yeah,
So
I
we
appreciate it. I appreciate. I wish I could have heard what the ladies were saying more
and then now
because
you are now a king, so you will not be no longer called as Bentley. So you will now, if you're gonna roll with the snipers, you have to put that crown sign in front of your name.
okay, crown sign. I got you.
In front of your name. So you are now King Bentley.
How do y'all? Okay, this is another thing. Before I don't know if you're going to leave now, but I have one question I got to ask y'all. How do y'all feel about leaving, like you know what I'm saying, and moving to, you know what I'm saying, anywhere? You ain't got to move to Africa, but just leaving. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all feel about that? Like, I feel like a lot of people
Me out of United States.
out of the United States, leave the United States.
Nope.
Why?
Nope. I ain't getting arrested. No place else but the United States of America.
Why would you get arrested?
You never know. They set you up and stuff. Nope.
Never.
I've been places. See, that's the difference. I've been places, and then every time I go somewhere after I enjoy my fun, I get my my red shoes on and I start clicking. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. To have two houses somewhere, maybe United States and someplace else, I can do that. But for me to
I
pick
mean,
up,
of course,
no,
that's
United
going out
States,
being said, but I'm saying like we got to start getting on another higher
nope,
frequency.
nope, nope,
I'm telling you, the next step for a lot of things, and
nope.
what I'm doing with my YouTube channel, I'll be traveling. I'm about to be all over Africa pretty soon.
You really need to put that king in front of your name, but nope, I'm not going. They don't accept us. They don't like us, and I don't do the
They
fun.
do,
No, they do not.
they do.
They do. So
Hey,
I'm a
listen,
man.
listen. This is
So
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
am I imagining this?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what you're not understanding. African people, they
Mm-mm,
come here. And
mm,
you know listen. I got an African name. I got an African name. Listen,
mm-hmm.
you know, so you know how they treat African kids when they come to schools, right?
And
Right. Right. All right. So when an African person comes to, what I'm saying, back to their country, they're like, man, these black people, they messed up, man. And that's what they believe. So then when they
oh,
come, so it's just like it's people over there that think like that. It's people over there that's like, they're my brothers, like my people. I got a dude, brother that I'm cool with out of Ghana. He got a hair care business. I'm helping
nope,
him promote that.
nope.
Uh, Another
Until
brother,
okay.
before I came to Ghana. Listen, real quick. Let me get this out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Before I came to Ghana, it was a brother that I met named Adehimba. He from Nigeria. He has a movie. He has 5 movies he already came out with. This is in 2015. His company is called the Black Emancipation Movement.
I probably seen them all, but I'm sorry. I don't agree with that one
I'm
because
with my brothers, man.
I got a lot of my good friends and Nigerians too. I love my African people, but they do not show the love back. And then you want us to sit up there and talk about how you were treated, but when when I watch your videos and you sit up there and you tell me I did a video on this chick, she pissed me off. You're gonna tell me, oh, we're not the reason. African women are not the reason for for MAGTOW. It's the American blacks. And then you got the nerve to say, well, I don't know. I haven't studied the American blacks or our friends, the Caucasians. Oh, you ain't studied? You ain't studied how we got here? You ain't study how we got here? I thought we was cousins. See, y'all,
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
no, no, no,
You looking at seriously.
I'm looking at it from the way it is. Then don't make
No,
fun.
listen.
No, then
You go to places in
don't
Ghana. Listen.
do
We
not
got
put your
places.
mouth. I hear what you're saying, but they have to watch what they say to us. We
Yeah, but
they have
I'm saying like
don't put your foot in your mouth. If you want to be
we
nice
men.
to us,
But listen though,
no, they
men.
got to straight. They have to straighten that out. Y'all at some point, the same way you want us to be accountable, there's no way you want us to stay accountable and don't hold them accountable.
When I go to Africa, I'm treated like a king.
All right, but are they accountable for what they did? Is the question.
Yes, yes. Listen, that's what I
Okay,
was trying to explain to you. You go to places in Ghana. You
they
go.
told you how how they tricked us and got us over here. Did they tell you how they beat and enslaved our people and then and got down with the Caucasian man to get us over here? Did they really say that we're sorry and what else can we do to prove? How accountable are they? Did they tell us anything about our history? Did they tell us? Okay, did they give us something to tell us what part of Africa we actually from?
Well, you got a company called African Ancestry where you can
No.
actually
Did they
search it.
did
Search
they
that's a
do
that's
that?
Did did the
They are
it's so
not
many different.
accountable,
But listen,
and I
this is
love
what I'm
them
trying to.
dearly. I love them
This
dearly.
you gotta let me get it out though. I gotta get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me explain something to you. African Ancestry, it's a company that it show you the tribe you come from, the exact location.
I'm
So
not
boom.
talking about the
See it.
industry.
I'm trying to break it down for you. Sierra Leone, they a country right now. They have apologized. If you have 1% Sierra Leone, you can go there and get citizenship.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I understand
So
what you're talking about, young
it's
man.
countries it's countries that have apologized. Now, no, not all the countries have apologized, but some of the countries have. Ghana has apologized. See, like I said, Sierra Leone.
And then, okay. So why when we go, but we dysphoria when we go there, right?
Can
Of
sugar?
course.
No, we're
Can you
not.
tell him?
If that's our country, how are we dysphoria? And we came
Because
from there,
this
and
one
that's our home. How are we
no
dysphoria?
but this is what I'm saying. You gotta do
Okay, now.
like to know your true home. You gotta actually
No,
get your African ancestry. But Africa is your home. Like
man,
Africa is
it
your
ain't
home for
my
sure.
home. They call me
Yes, when
dysphoria.
you
We
come
are
there, that's what they
dysphoria,
say.
and they
When you
call
come,
you
no,
dysphoria.
When they
They
say
don't.
that, like
They
I
don't
hear
call you
what you saying.
dysphoria. They don't like, hey, cousin.
Nah,
Okay, now.
nah, that
You
not the
don't.
people. It was like welcome
You know,
home, bruh.
we, baby, we this is something we can go on, but we ain't gonna go
I'm
on.
trying to give you facts though.
No, I
Look
know
up
my facts. I'm not a babe.
it's a festival. It's a
How,
festival in Ghana called Chalawale.
they can
Now,
keep it.
I'm
They
telling
can
you,
keep it.
they have a slave quarters there where they used to have the slaves. They got all types of
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
African people know the history. They not sitting around acting like they don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
They
okay.
poor. They
Well, get,
poor.
well, give us our
What
40. Well, give us our 40 acres in the mill.
you can come to Ghana if you listen. If you from the diaspora, if you want to get land in Cape Coast, Ghana, and you from the diaspora, they got land specifically for people from the diaspora. So it's not like they come on, like everybody not gonna just like everybody not gonna vote for Joe Biden. I know I didn't, but we wasn't gonna vote for Trump.
He hit
So I
the
mean,
nail.
but
You're
some
not
people feel
understand. Yeah, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. Yeah, because a couple of people. What I'm saying is the same thing you ask from us black women. Ask them black women for the same accountability too. That's all I'm saying. Same
of
thing,
course.
and that should go all aboard. Do they? They don't do
That's what
that's
that
why, and they ain't trying to fix even here. Even when they come here, y'all should be trying to fix some of this mess. Y'all created it. But then y'all, we go to your shops and stuff. You treat us bad. Then you act. Then you separate from us. And then y'all get the. Let me tell you, I've been on this earth for. I don't know how long you've been on this earth. I've been on this earth for a nice long while. I'm not speaking out of what I think. I'm speaking upon what I know, just like you're speaking upon what you know.
so you've been to
But
the continent how many times?
I'm not going to the continent. I'm going
You're not
around the
gonna
continent. I'm going
you're
around the
not gonna ever
continent.
find out then.
I don't want. I no 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 nope nope. I see too much. Nope 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 nope. I might change my mind. I might listen now. I might change my mind. I might change my mind if they stop talking out the back of their
Yeah, if
mouth.
that's our home, why do we have to apply for citizenship?
And why we gotta be dysphoria? Get
Are
the.
you serious?
You didn't know that?
I'm saying why wouldn't you when a baby gets born they have to apply for citizenship? What are you talking about?
That's our home though, right? Ain't that what they say?
If you have any
They
Sierra,
should no. We
if you
should
have
get
any
dual.
Sierra Leone,
We should.
Africa is not a
It's a
country. It's
it's
a
a
continent.
continent. Yeah, so we should still get dual. We should get still get dual citizenship.
So what? That's what I'm saying. Like
For what? They
every
said it's
country
home,
has a
right? But they should have left us
every.
where we. If they would have left us where we was at, we wouldn't be having this conversation now, would we?
At the end of the day, man, you
If
got
they would have left us where we was at, where we be having this conversation?
who knows.
We'll be having one. Yeah, and that's listen. This I can go on and on and on.
I'm
What do
telling
you
you,
mean, alien?
it's
But
not like that in
Bentley, don't.
Africa.
Let me tell you, Ben. I could go deeper and deeper and deeper, alien blood. So he don't have to let up. Just like I don't have to let. But this is not about that. This is about Pookie and Ray Ray. And did Pookie and Ray Ray help?
Okay, yeah.
Did they help create modern and independent women? That is a part of. That's what this is about.
I
Did they
agree.
help? Did they help create it? Because please don't think that our conversations. You still my boy. Because me and Alien Blood get into these conversations too. So don't think that you still not a king. You still King Bentley.
You good.
No,
But
you.
yeah, like I said at the end off, yeah, I definitely they have helped it, but I mean nobody can force somebody to have sex with you.
But even if you didn't have kids by them, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a child, just grown up in the environment with the Pookies and Ray Rays, in the same way men was like, I ain't never gonna be like that. Some women had the same attitude. I ain't never, and I mean when I mean Pookie and Ray Rays, I mean the Pookettes and the Ray Rayettes too. I mean the Pookettes and the Ray Rayettes. Sometimes you just can just look out your window and be like, not me. I want something more in life. No, I don't want to be sitting up here pregnant. And sometimes it did help create a lot of modern women because we seen what was going on around us. That's why a lot of young men got out of it, and that's why a lot of women got out of it too. Like I ain't trying to be pregnant and on public assistance or looking for this. Look, I see too many of this all around me. Same way these men, a lot of these men, they know they was brought up in the same terrible, innocent communities and wanted out. They're like, no, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna get my education, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And women, is it okay to say that women had that same thought?
That thought is fine, but that doesn't change the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That isn't cohesive to have that uh that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
If that's your home, then don't wait to go there, alien blood. Go there when you ain't got nothing. If that's so much our home, go there when you ain't got nothing. The same way they come here when they ain't got nothing, go there when you ain't got nothing.
That's what
Now
that's what.
back
I
to
hear
you,
you.
Ben.
I hear you on
Back to you,
that. But
Ben. When that
that's
was
the
that
same.
was for alien. That wasn't for you. Me and alien always going at it.
So you, but
No, you be
these yeah.
hmm
You
So
can
you
I mean
so
you can
do
go. You
you
can go.
think when we had that thought that remember we never seen a two parent household. We never seen submissive. All we seen was the fuckery that go on outside our building, next door, next house, or
Hmm.
whatever. And some people wanted more. So was that for our was that thought for our derailment or not? Does that I'm trying to get to where
Yeah,
a lot of women chose to be lawyers and doctors or whatever. Could that be a thing? Could that not be a thing that we wanted to be independent, but we all come from that part of town where it was terrible?
but listen though, how many black women are lawyers and doctors? Not many.
Now I just use that as an example. They
Okay, all right.
something. They wanted to get out of the hood. My ones
A
who
lot of
wanted to
black
get
women
out.
have useless degrees. A lot.
What is useless about it?
I'm saying like what's it what's that
Right.
social work?
All right, get
That's
to
a job that's a job that pays like 30,000 a
okay. I do
year.
social work, so I'm useless.
No. I'm not saying.
You
I
know how
said
many
it's a
kids?
useless degree.
Did I also tell you 900 kids came through me? Can I tell you so many success stories?
Now that's what I'm saying. Women do jobs for like the helping of things, like you because you're a
Okay.
good person.
Okay.
No. I'm
Thank
not
you.
discrediting.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
No, that's why women are needed. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm just talking about when I say the big career. Like social work is a great career. Many of my family members are social workers, but
Now,
they're
a
married.
wise lawyer, now you know my cousin is a lawyer. Do you know how many men was facing life are now free at home? And she specifically deal with men. So, do we call her useless?
What? See, no.
Yeah, she specific.
Having a legal degree is a very important degree. I'm
Now
saying
she,
when I'm saying useless degree, when people say, "Oh, I got a nice ass, I'm about my I'm about my business," and then they got like a social work degree, and it just be like, it's like that's cat. I'm talking if you got
Okay,
like a
so a lot of people over there in Africa, they don't even get to go to school. So what makes them more desirable than us when they don't even get to go to school? We get to go to school for free.
because
So how
our
is
that's
it
cap.
kids
more?
are useless.
That's cap. That's cap. African now some Africans don't go to school,
No,
but
they gotta
most
pay to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
they gotta pay to go to school. I know, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you. A lot of Africans go to
So
school.
how are they more educated than us when we get to go to school from birth? It's a birthright over here.
They listen. They 10 times more educated because they school 10 times harder. They can whoop their kids if a kid get a wrong answer, they can get a whooping. Like it's school, like it's way different than America. Trust me, it's way different. They got like a game show in Ghana. If it's like crazy math problems, and they got to do them within 5 minutes, and they be completing them. And if they win, the team get a scholarship to go to Harvard. Like it's
Yeah, but a
crazy type
lot of
math.
that is for them to work for other people. See, that's they're training them to use more of their left side brain. A lot of them is not trained to use their right side of the brain. At least here we're training to use our right
See,
side of the
what
brain.
what I learned when I went to Africa numerous times.
Did he hear? Can he hear you?
African,
Mm-hmm. He answered you, baby.
they don't have the same type of as far as like the men use they don't the men don't have the same type of leadership qualities as like us. They just need they don't have the same they don't get pushed in the same type they get pushed to just school. Like just go
Right.
to school. Just go to school. Just go to school. Don't work for somebody. Like yeah, what you were saying. But that's what I'm saying. They need a leader over there telling them, oh no, we're doing it this way now. Like this is what we gotta do. Like boom, boom, boom. That's what we gotta have. So it's not that same repetitive thing. And a lot of things are doing. Akon making a city over in his country. Like, it's stuff going on.
What do you mean,
Like,
right side, left side? Remember the Titans. I'm gonna beat I'm telling you when I meet Alien Blood, cause he from my part of town. He may have moved, but I'm gonna take him. He don't know. He don't know. I take trips. I do drive-bys, but it's called plane bys now. I'm gonna do a plane by there, and I'm gonna tear you up. I'm gonna tear you up, Alien Blood. I'm. You
but,
know how
but
you
they
know how these
definitely,
Brooklyn hands go. Dynamic.
but they definitely, most people don't go to school. Though I agree with you, with what she was saying, alluding to what she was saying. But intelligence, but I don't think brothers is over there talking about African women that didn't go to school. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they trying to talk to chicks like that. Even if they wasn't, that don't make them stupid if they didn't go to school. They might, if they wasn't taught formally, or if they never even seen an iPhone. That don't make them unintelligent.
We
They
never
probably
said
know how
that.
to start a fire or something like that. Like
No, we don't have no problem with them. They got the problem with us. That's the part you failing to realize. We don't owe them nothing. They owe us.
I have never had a problem with no African women. I'm
Because
sorry.
they like your they want the
Yeah,
American, they want that Yankee
right,
dollar.
No,
Yes.
yes.
The African women I talk to, they dads got bread. They not even trying to come to America. They've been to they already been to America. They not
And
trying to come.
they still want that Yankee dollar. And they still know that then they still know that if you decide to go home and if you take their woman home, all their grandkids will now be U.S. citizens. I don't care. Like I said, let's change.
Africans be having way more bread than American people. Like what is
No,
y'all
they
be
got that red money. Come on, stop it now.
They do.
They got that red money. And the same way they got the blood diamonds, they got that blood money. So we ain't even gonna go there. Look how they do their community for that money. Look how many briberies that go on to get that money. Damn near every dollar, majority of all the money they got was because of bribery. We not, like I said, I can go just as deep as you can go. I ain't this old for no reason. Now let's get back. Either we're gonna get back to, because that's another subject. We're gonna get
no.
back.
I want to stay on the black man. Like I'm not. That's why I'm not trying to.
I don't want
She
to
just
get
said
into
that.
these Africans.
Man, what? Damn.
I don't talk about them.
You don't talk about your family.
Huh?
You don't talk about family.
No, we don't. No, don't play that. That's playing the dozen right there. I'll whoop your ass now. Don't go there.
Huh?
What you mean?
No, no. My mom taught me what that means. See, that's what see. That's what you doing. Don't talk about your family. See, that's you know what.
Who family?
I don't know what he. Mm.
Let's see what he was talking about first. What you was talking about, Bentley?
She said she don't talk about the Africans. I said I know we don't talk about family.
We can talk about wait. What you talking about? What the content is?
Right.
What?
We don't talk about family.
Whose family?
So we're not all Africans. Are you serious?
No, we're not all African.
No, I don't believe so.
All right.
All right. Can we get off the subject with the Africans? Because a lot of
I'm
us.
sorry. I'm sorry I offended you. I'm sure you have some African DNA though.
We don't care right now. We ain't on that subject. That can be another whole subject I will not be in, because I would not be in it. I have to work with Africans. I have to work with them Africans too. Don't, like I said, please don't tell. Let's not even. We ain't gonna go none of these places. Y'all trying to make it seem like I got some.
Mm,
Y'all trying to make me use my brain cells. I don't have any brain cells. Okay.
okay. No, I'm sorry.
Y'all trying to make. Y'all
Let's
trying to
stay
make
on
me
the
pull out my brain cells.
toxic black man. The toxic
No,
black
not
man.
the toxic black man. The thing is it because of their toxicity?
I said I agree, but
Yeah,
it's not. It's
It is. It's will black
it's the
will
culture.
toxic black men ever take accountability for creating single mothers?
Who do you want? All right. Wait. Who do you want to take accountability? Dudes that are in prison already? Dudes
Black
that are
men, toxic black men.
most black men aren't toxic though. That's what I'm saying.
Tiny.
We're not talking about most. We're talking about the toxic black man.
Okay, all of y'all need to be at work or building y'all community. That's what you should be doing too. Why you in here? Next. How you gonna be in somebody's chat telling them what they need to be doing? Yeah.
When you say all the way, all y'all need to be at work.
and building your community. I'm like, but you been here though.
We are at work. Shut up.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
They don't understand. They don't understand yet.
No, they don't want to understand because nobody wants to have you talk. Everybody want to be part of
No,
this.
tiny is teeny weeny.
Oh, teeny weeny tiny that wish to be big. Tiny is so big. That's only something your mama say. See, they got me being bad now, Bentley. You see that?
But the
Dang,
Virgo
you
in
acting
me
up.
saying too is
See,
spelled wrong. It's supposed to be TOO, but whatever.
you see, I was trying to be nice, Bentley, but he came in here starting. He started with you too, so you can hit him with something too. Because he said you should be building your community. He don't
Oh,
know.
it's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll.
Yeah, they
Where
this
our
the
husband's
best
at?
time of their life.
You
They
my
happy.
husband. You my husband. What do you mean? That's why you ain't here, husband. Where your husband at? Right here. Tiny is so big. You my husband. That's why you knew to be in here because you know you didn't want no problems with me, husband. Everybody say you my husband. We know how to troll back. I ain't worried about them trolls. You use the pappy. Now,
Who?
see, we was trying to be good, Bentley, but we troll back.
Okay, it's all good.
Not all the
But
time.
but
Sometimes.
but seriously though, like y'all want who do you want to take accountability? Black men are not going to take accountability for dudes that got. I got friends
They're
that
not supposed to be taking
I
accountability for
tell them
dudes. You're supposed to be taking accountability for the family.
most black dudes I know don't have kids.
I said family.
I'm, I'm that's what I think of when I say family. I mean, most black dudes ain't having families like
Well,
that.
it don't have to
I
be no
said
kids.
family.
Family means blood.
So you
Not
feel like okay, so but I already said it happened when it happened that generation whoever was
I
raised that
said family. I did not say kids. I said family.
okay. What did you do for your family, Bentley? Like, what do
I
you
don't got
do?
no I just got kids. I ain't got no kids. I just
No,
work.
but you ain't got no nieces. You ain't got no
So you
nephews.
don't have
No
family. You don't
cousins.
have you don't have
Oh
aunties.
yeah, yeah, I do stuff for my
Cause
family all day.
So then that's what she was saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I was trying to. I thought she was. I didn't know where she was
I
going with.
know
I
you wasn't
apologize.
listening. That's why I said it so many times. You was not listening.
Well,
I
I mean,
said for
they,
the family.
well, I mean, I, I don't know how toxic um accountability was in the like in top like it's like more so like who
Because
it wasn't like I just feel like it's some things that aren't being stated because it's like accountability wants to be shifted, but it's seriously it, that,
what I will say, we will continue this, right? And we will have another topic. And then when Alien Blood, let me know, unless you gonna have to, you know.
yeah, because y'all double teaming me, yeah, saying all these come from different angles, right?
No, we ain't double teaming you. We ain't double teaming you.
Y'all trying to run now. You usually be doing streams for 4 hours.
Who?
You
Me? I stopped doing that like last couple of weeks ago because I don't want to lose everybody attention.
I feel you, feel you.
But I love doing long streams now. Should what you saying?
But it's you can't the if the topic that it said single creating single mothers. I didn't know nothing about the film.
No, no, no. That
Um,
wasn't the topic. The topic is what you see in the title. The topic is y'all know what the topic is. No, y'all know what it says. It's
Will toxic black men
no, no, no,
ever take
no.
accountability
No, but
for
that's
creating single mothers?
that's
and
his
I said
no,
no.
that's his topic. The topic that I picked is does it does a toxic did that help create modern slash independent women? For his that's the topic on his
Oh, okay, on Ringo's. Okay, yeah, yeah, no,
Hmm.
yeah, and I agree with you because of the culture, and that made everybody just want to be independent. Got all these different songs that basically soundtrack to people's life, basically, you
exact
know, and people live by that, and that,
so
and
so if our generation was we and your generation is me, how is that our fault?
it's that's what I said. It's because y'all the generation that was raised by the big mama, and y'all was like, I ain't trying to get or whatever. If y'all wasn't around, the y'all didn't want to get y'all had a lot of more. Is the feminist agenda, all these different things. Let's say color purple, you know, all these different things like. These additives that made people believe that getting married was going to be horrible. So man, I'm gonna get my own stuff, so I ain't got to worry about that. I feel like that's what happened, and in doing that, we a lot of women lost themselves. A lot of men lost themselves, especially around. I feel like we getting reminiscences of the crack era too. Like a lot of people suffered in that from that standpoint as well. So it's a lot of different things that hit the toxic. You know, think about how many kids was made and they was parents were smoking crack. You know.
Hmm. Okay, I thought it was clear that feminism created the modern woman. Absolutely not, and it's not clear. It is not clear because a lot of women, a lot of black women were not born into feminism. So how can you not be born into something and it created it? Elevate higher, you got to go a little bit higher, okay?
I was
Yes,
born. How are you not born? How are you not born and indoctrinated into it? How are you not? You don't
we were
believe that they're trying.
we were you none of us born in no inner city was born into no feminism. We was not born into ooh, ladies first and it's right and we want to vote. And no, we was not born into that. That was a learned behavior. We was not born
Mm,
into that. That was not created. Miss Ride or Die, I don't think you understand me. Ladies can say no. Ladies can choose who they fudge. It's not 1921. Okay, Black Sal, welcome. Miss Rod, now you messing with the wrong one, Miss Rod. I can't help you there. But so you no, it's not clear. Feminism came out of the black man getting certain rights before the white woman got their rights. That's where feminism come from. That's where it was created from.
right. And then black women jumped on board.
No, no, but the black man it still started with the black man. Your sister was born. No, your sister was born. Came out. Your sister came out in Brooklyn. She came out. The things that was here already. Maybe your sister did not like that what she was seeing the same way we were speaking upon in the black man. Some of us come from. the inner city where we just looked out our window and we was like, no, I don't want to be like that. And a lot of that could have created it. It's different things that could created it. But for us to say this is the only thing that created it, I'm just saying that it's not true. I'm saying it's other avenues that created either feminism or
Of course.
being modern. We just can't say
It,
it's one way and
it,
one way only.
it's
There's a
not.
lot,
It's not. Nothing is ever going to be absolute at the end. At the end of the day, you know what I
and
mean.
that's all I'm saying, young man.
But
And
this is
that's
what
all
I'm saying though. All right. Just like how you saying that. Look at the new cartoons that are coming out. Look at the new superhero movies. They're all trying to make. They're flipping the scripts. They got Superman. He's you
yeah,
know,
yeah. That's
he's
another
switching.
story.
He's switching up
Yeah,
and everything. So like, come on, man. They're trying to promote a certain agenda to kids. They're telling kids that they
that's
can do. They
that's
can
another subject.
you
But
know.
I
So
get where you're
that has
going,
something to do.
but
That has something to do with
that
it.
that has to be talked out. And well, you know what you're gonna have to do, young blood. You're gonna have to let me know in not my inbox, but in the comments or in the inbox, whatever way you can. My email is in there. What
Mhm.
what topics you would like to cover? Because a lot of things you're saying is very, very important, and I appreciate what you're saying. But I don't want to keep going too. But and then we need
All
more
right,
men,
but
we need more men to talk about them subjects. We need more men to talk about them subjects. But to say I thought it was very clear feminism, no, the black man was able to vote before the white woman was able to vote, and y'all make it seem like uh, why, and y'all make it seem like um when the black woman jumped on board, it was like the whole. But no, that's the white woman thing. A lot of us stayed away from that. A lot of us ain't had no problems in our household. A lot of us women, shoot, we lost our kids. We lost our lives. Our kids lost our lives. We lost our homes. We lost a lot for the black man to vote. So the least y'all worrying about if a black woman went to because she wanted to vote. Y'all mad because she went to the white women, but they wasn't going to destroy the way we got destroyed for y'all to vote. Y'all didn't get destroyed for us to vote. They didn't burn up none of y'all because then they would have had to burn up the white people stuff too. They sat in jail right along with us when they decided to say no to this, no to that, no to this, no to that. And if you're doing what you're able to do, then you shouldn't be worried about. My thing is this: why this has to stop? Why this has to stop? Because there's too many people that do hold, as they may want to call useless degrees, but them degrees mean a lot. I don't want to have to ever have to go to a doctor or have to go to court for something, and I know that you don't like black women, so the favor is not going to be for me. And I don't want a man that have to go to court. I don't want a man that have to go to court knowing that she is effeminate and then automatically divorced because he's a man. See, this has to stop because we are controlling certain jobs that call as useless. Is that's people lives. That's people lives. Who want to have to go to court for something simple and she hate men? What do you think she's gonna do with you? Or you gotta go to family court, she hate men. Or certain women gotta do stuff, they hate women. All they want is accountable. Just like that lead attorney. He's a lead attorney. There's no reason why you should put yourself out there as a red pill and all this other stuff. You are a professional. So now you making me think, well, damn, if he feel like that, How many more lawyers? No, I don't want no lawyer now. I'm be my own lawyer. Shit. I can't be trusting these people.
He retired,
It doesn't
but
matter. It's
I
more
see
like
your
him.
point.
It's more like him. And it's more females that's like that too. That's why you wonder why um some people they just can't get a chance. Cause we taking these things too damn far. And everybody's brilliant. You brilliant. Man, listen. Like I said, if this page is for a medium, if people don't want a medium, like I said, then certain videos I play, I won't say nothing at all. Y'all learn what y'all learn out of it. If I play something for women, I won't say nothing at all. Y'all learn if y'all want to talk, we got to talk about a medium because we do need the medium people. We need the regular folks gotta learn how to say there's no regular folks. We need regular folks who can tap into these things and just vibe. Just vibe. That's it. Just vibe. Listen to one another. Learn from one another. At the end of the day, I ain't never been a man. I don't know what y'all think. So I appreciate what y'all tell me when y'all think something. You ain't never been a woman. Y'all can appreciate when we say, oh baby, let me tell you, women, do it like this, do it like that. So people,
I hear you.
regular people, so scared of these conversations, they do nothing but fuckery. Well, let me stick with the fuckery. But like I said, I do got the videos. When people don't want to speak upon it, I just let the video play. Like Kevin Samuels, I just let the video play. Nobody don't want to have the real talk, so let them play. If I play a video for women, I'm just gonna just let it play. There will be no commentary at all. Whatever you get from it, you get from it. I aim to please. And if somebody want to conversate, not battle, not debunk, because if you notice, I did not debunk not one thing you said until we start talking about the damn Africans. I ain't debunk nothing.
You
And,
good.
and you
You
didn't
good.
debunk, and you didn't debunk anything that I said neither.
No.
Because we regular people just talking.
No, because we both said stuff that was valid, and we was like, okay, that does. I can see a little bit of that, or you know what I'm saying. See that's it's give and take. You know what I'm saying. It's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with having real conversation. A lot of times people don't want to just even give. Well, I don't ever see that. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying. So that's all. That's what we're doing here, and that's the step in the conversations that really hinders a lot of the building because people don't want to just concede certain things.
And they need to because, you know, when you living in a world where you got some old people and nobody never knocks at their door, and a lot of them you didn't even know they passed away until you smelled them, is you gotta ask yourself, do you want to be that person? That was what always went through my mind as a little girl. So sometimes we've tried it our own way with our own thoughts for so long. Okay, let's just hear what the man got to say. And sometimes you need to hear that from a man, and then that same thing go for a man. Like you tried it your way for so long, you tried listening to men for so long, but I'm still single. Yeah, they got all the chicks because they the ones got the panel and they the ones got this, but we're all still single, doing what you say. Let me try listening to a woman got to say, and a woman could say, well, let me start listening to what a man got to say, because you don't have to listen, but you can say, well, damn, okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe I am too hard. Maybe I do need to be a little bit more flexible. Maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe I could still be independent, but still make them feel. I'm not saying that I don't, because my men, all my man is a king. I don't think no woman can out king me when it come down to treating a man. to the point I can't
Yeah,
get rid of none of them. I mean,
yeah.
from my past ones, they still, hey, boo,
Well,
like, click.
what do you think about brothers that go to the DR and Colombia?
I really don't care what a man does. I really don't care. I don't. I don't. If that's what he chooses to do, and if he feel like it's something about the women not knowing that they're black too, hopefully he just don't forget they're black too. But
He, yeah, he just don't know.
you know, you talking about the diverse, but they want to
But that's
diverse.
what a lot of dudes, a lot of my friends, they be going to Colombia. One of my friends lives in Colombia right now.
And then you got a lot of women that are starting to diverse too. But at the end of the day, they package
Not
don't
really.
that no women are starting to do it now. But at the end of the day, they package don't measure up to y'all packages. So we we got
Yeah,
so at least you go there, they still have a VJJ.
that's why I say y'all
But
might
but,
y'all might
but we
y'all
messed
might
up because we used to a certain package. Then we get over there, we like, damn, that's it.
and a certain rhythmic motion. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
You
they got
see,
the
but
motion, but they ain't got the motion in the ocean.
hey man, I
Yeah, they
don't know
can
about that.
move. Oh, we just don't feel the movement too tough. But they got the moves, baby. They got the moves, but that's as far as it goes.
Damn.
Hey, it is what it is. God knew what He was doing. He blessed you guys. You know, we're saying y'all kind of blessed. So we not winning diversity. We're not winning when we diversitize, and then that's why a lot of women get these Pookies and Ray Rays, the one that's built up. Oh my God, it's so crazy. He said that in the beginning of the video because we want to get just in case we get older, we want to get a certain stereotype. We want our sons to be nice and tall and indulged. I know I'm saying the word wrong, but y'all know what I mean. So if we do got to settle down later on in life, we got our black men. We got our black men. We got our black
But
boys.
then some black men gonna be like, you mess with this type of dude. I can't mess with you.
I know, but we don't care about that. And a lot of men could say that, but depending on how you come at a man too, because we had a lot of men. I ain't messing with this one. I ain't messing with Big Bertha. And the next thing you know, Big Bertha pregnant from who? You. Oh my God. You cheated on me with this woman. That big one. There's always the same people talk about. Them are the same women men cheating with. So I be like, you know what? That ain't never changed. It always been like that. It always been like that. Oh, we mess with them hood rats. Uh-huh. That's why y'all paying the money by the hour. Just to sit there and talk to them. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With the wife at home, right? The most perfect wife at home. Mm-hmm. 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 That's why I don't pay half of this shit no mind. I don't pay half of nothing what these people say no mind. I just love the vibe and just talk about things. I don't pay. I've been around long enough. All that shit is want, 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 want. These escort services making a lot of money. The low class ones, the high class ones, and who they getting? Men with money. Who they getting? Men with wives.
Yep.
And by the time they finish with that escort or the hooker or whatever you want to call it, he come home to a cook meal. Ain't that some shit? He
It's
spent
a,
money
it's a
on
good
that
life.
one.
It's a good
Huh?
life right there. It's a good life right
Bad boy, bad boy, bad boy, bad boy. You's a bad boy. That's why I say I don't pray half of this stuff no matter what. I would never. Everybody said the word I would never. You ever heard that old saying? If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
That's pretty good.
But that's an old saying, though. You never heard it? But now, yeah.
Nah.
Now go say that around an old
Yeah.
person. Go say it around an older person. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. How many people playing barbecues and stuff? Rain here, go boom, rain everywhere. Every time you say, oh, da 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 da, here comes something. Here comes something. Something always happens. It could be a death. It could be something. Could have got something better. You could have got something worse. Something didn't work out. You missed a train. You missed a plane. It's always something. You gotta be careful what you put in that universe.
This is the thing, though. When men and women talk, women gotta understand that they gotta get more in line because they want somebody that's gonna lead them. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said,
What's the age
with
bracket? Because we never speak upon that. What's the age bracket here? Because at my age, what do you?
okay, you talking about if you want somebody that's trying to, women should be trying to get married from like, in my opinion, from 22 to 26. They should be trying hard because if they get married by 26, they got at least like 4 years to have at least a couple of kids safely, and then maybe try to have one or two in the 30s. But that's how you can do it. But a lot of times in the black community, especially, women say, "Oh, you dating a dude 40 years old? Ugh, he's nasty." You know what I'm saying? Like they'll make that type of thing. But like you go to. I don't agree with this, but you go to Thailand, it'd be a 90-year-old dude with 25-year-old chick. Like,
Yeah. Some places, some cultures, yeah, you're right. So some cultures,
so
yeah.
I don't agree with that. Like that incident with the dude and the Godfather and situation that his goddaughter he ended up marrying her. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm not 40 years. That's crazy. But women should be looking at dudes like 8 years, 6 years older than them, not somebody um the same age. If you want to date somebody the same age, you gotta show that person respect.
Now the
Like
thing
they
is, a lot of men ain't trying to get married at that age, though.
dudes around like 30 years old trying to get married.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all want the young ones.
Of course.
Oh, so you trying to say the older women should be married already to older men?
Yeah, it was this
Oh,
female that
okay.
it's just like because like they good went like for instance, it's this female that was
So I'm gonna
went to
go on over to the nursing home right now, right?
okay.
I'm gonna pick me out. I'm gonna pick me out a Buthamel, a Brothamel, whatever one of them old names. Listen, we laugh and giggle over here, so that's we laugh, we giggle, we have fun. That's why everybody said it's a fun chat. We have fun up in here. We have fun. We laugh. I'm gonna get me a Emmanuel or something. Let me walk on over there right now. I gotta get me one of these old men. This dog like stop his check. His check now comes to me, okay?
Mhm. That's what you gotta do. You wanna get that check, get on that policy.
Yeah, Brothamel. I can't say the name, Brothamel. I can say when Brothamel.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. That's it.
That shit hard to say.
I'm gonna go get me a Bartholomew.
Okay, that's a berry right there. He could be anything with that type of name. He be white. I know he ain't African. He might be Jamaican.
No, that's Americans. That's Southern old names.
Man, I'm telling you, it'd be African people named that. He go there and be like, bro, white. Like, how you get it?
But hey, if he's in another nursing home by me, I'm gonna check all them out. Like, hey, boo, hey, boo.
Why you want to be in a nursing home?
Because I'm telling you how to get an older man. I'm trying to figure out how to get an older man now. I'm trying to stop.
You want to get an old man, you need to go to like one of them Legion bars. That's the ones that got the money.
The Legion bars?
Yes.
And what is that? See, that's why we got to talk to y'all. What is a Legion bar?
It's like these old places where be like you never seen BF, like I don't know, it's a Midwest thing. I don't know.
Oh well, I gotta find out where the Legion bars here. God dang, now wait, take me to the American, the East Coast Legion bars. Damn it. Bartholomew.
Oh my god.
Go get me a Earl.
That's crazy. So you don't that's what you thinking?
I'm joking. I told you we have fun on here. I know you ain't sit there and believe nothing I said.
No, I was playing with you.
So you better be quiet if I go send you an Ethel. I'm gonna send you a Bertha May on over there, Ethel, or Eugenia. Oh God. You didn't have to spell it, but you spelled it where I was able to sound it out, dagnabbit. Oh my God. Listen, if I can't laugh and joke, then that defeats the purpose. I'm gonna go send Bentley a Eugene a Bertha.
I ain't never getting no Bertha.
I'm gonna send you a Esther.
Send me a Jamila and
I'm gonna send you something that sound like
an angel.
An angel. Well, angel is a name. A brothel bar. Oh God. Elliot said Bentley is cool. Yeah, he cool. Y'all need to meet up. Oh, I'm gonna send him a Ethel May. I'm gonna send an Ethel May his. She come like, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
Oh,
now. Come on. Don't worry about the teeth. Cause when I take this teeth out, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna love the fact that I ain't got no teeth now. Shush now. Come on, baby. Let's get this one too. God damn it.
No grades. Angela Bassett, maybe.
Yeah, honey. She still looks really good.
Yeah, she like 70.
No, she hitting it though. She like in her early 60s.
Oh, she in her early 60s? I thought she was 70.
She better not be 70. And if she's 70 look like that, then I'm gonna go meet up with the gym man.
I'm pretty sure
I'm like, forget you, Otis. Otis is over. I'm going with the gym man. You see, end of the last night 70. I'm leaving you for the gym man. It's over. Oh,
See,
a kizzy.
see.
Yeah, we're gonna send you a kizzy over. They said kizzy for you, and they're gonna send you a kizzy.
You ain't never heard of the Bing that Bigo platform? You should go on Bigo.
That's on my fuckery side. I do big on my fuckery page.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sir.
How about to say yeah? It's be funny.
I'm not doing Bigo.
You will be getting bands on there.
No, I will not get a ban because I don't have no time to be roasting nobody. Ain't got time to going after nobody. Ain't got no time to be going. That's what they do. But I do my Bigo updates and stuff on my other channel. Like, who are your favorites over there on Bigo?
I used to watch Nature Boy on there.
Oh, God, Dusty Nuts.
That dude a fool.
That dude is a narcissistic sociopathic. He
That
only
dude, hey, that's the dude black chicks be liking, and they be gay.
Let me tell you, he changed. I've been doing Nature Boy before he was on Bigo. I've been did Nature Boy. I did Nature Boy. He is the devil's spawn. You heard?
No, that's a fact.
He is the devil's spawn. Yeah, because he got Bigo money. Did you see them? Did you see how they used to look before they had Bigo money? You see how he used to beat them and throw them in the closet and threw poor Malaya through the damn closet wall?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. So you should know. So who else you like over there besides Nate Dusty Nuts?
I mean, I didn't lie. I just, that was the fuckery. So I let this is black dude with gold teeth. I'll be listening, man.
Pastor P.
Yeah.
That's our dog, baby. That's our. Then at the church saying, man, on jokingly on Josephine Nichols, man. Amen. They say, yeah, we be on it. So then you gotta come to my other channel, my Tony T channel.
What's the name of the channel?
Tony T with the fuckery. That's the fuckery.
All right, for sure.
They said to tell you the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, but I don't like to bring, like, I keep that type of commentary over there, and I keep this commentary over here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you down with the fuckery, then click the link. And if you want to just stay over,
I just said.
we be rolling, but we be on it.
I appreciate you letting me hop on the stream, though, for sure.
All right, don't forget to click on Tony T for the fuckery.
Already typed in.
Oh, sucky ducky quacky quack. All right, out of here, boss lady. You got anything you would like to say containing anything, this young man or whatever? Boss lady.
She at work or something. Can't talk right now.
I'm gonna do a whole chat called Boss Lady. All right, we out of here because I do gotta go on the other side and see what fuckery is going on over there.
All right, peace.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
All
right, bro. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you all.